Thank you for listening to Yankton Athletics on KYNT, a riverfront sports property, and Yankton's home team. This broadcast is brought to you in part by
First Dakota National Bank, Hy-Vee, the UPS Store, Truxedo, First Chiropractic Centers, MT and RC Smith Insurance, FNBO, Vision Care Associates, Yankton Medical Clinic, Yankton Rexall.
Now, we go live to the action.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Yankton Ice Arena, the 4-H Kiwanis Ice Arena here in Yankton, South Dakota, for some Yankton Bucks hockey action. First time here exclusively on KYNTV. I am Brayden Butler, but I did not come alone to this first this game for the Yankton Bucks hockey team on KYNTV. No, sir. We bring in Dave Spencer. He'll be my color commentator for this one. Dave, you know a lot about this, not only this entire program top to bottom, but especially this varsity Bucks team. Before we get into anything, how are you doing today?
Hey,
coming in.
Brayden, what a night, huh? Hockey night, Saturday night, Yankton. You can't get any better than a Saturday night. I don't think there's too many conflicts. Mount Marty's not playing. The Bucks and Gazelles played basketball already today, so I encourage people to come out to the rink if you're tuned in from all over. But yeah, just a great scene tonight. Yankton hosting Sioux Falls West. Should be a lot of fun as we wrap up this JV game. But yeah, I'm really glad you guys are here and supporting the association. I know a lot of people are excited. A lot of comments from the fans in the lobby, and they'd heard about it, and they were posting it all week long. And so, yeah, just welcome everybody to Yankton Hockey. We're really proud of this place.
It's a nice place to be, and we did get up to the broadcast booth here, and that broadcast booth is brought to you by Fairfield Inn & Suites. Hot breakfast, large family rooms, and a great location can be found at the Fairfield Inn & Suites in Yankton at 2607 Broadway Avenue, or by calling 605-653-2250. This is the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. We'll start breaking down this game in just a moment, but Dave, I want to keep talking to you about the Yankton Area Ice Association, something you are a big part of. Just talk about the Ice Association in general and how hockey is really grown in the Yankton area, especially the last couple years.
Yeah, it's quite a story, Brayden, if people aren't familiar with it. But our first ice was really in 2005, so it hasn't been all that long. About 19 years if you count them all up. But it's a program that grew from very little. A lot of money was raised to build the facility, private money, so it came from the community. So hats off to the Yankton community for seeing a vision that a few people saw and wanted to bring another wintertime activity for youth, whether it's hockey, figure skating, and then of course there's always open skates down here too, Brayden, for the public. The general public can come in and have a great time, something to do on a cold winter day or even a mild winter day when there's really nothing to, like this year we hardly have had any outdoor ice, believe it or not. As cold as it was, the city couldn't get out and get the ponds flooded, and then we warmed up so fast, of course we got a ton of snow on it, then it warmed up. So, that's why this was built, because people would say, can you skate outside? Well, when you had winters of 50 degrees every day, pretty much impossible. So, obviously, the next step was to move it inside. And so that's where we're at. And we've been able to field hockey teams at all levels, boys, girls, big figure skating program here as well. And it's just been a great tribute to the community. And again, a really active bunch of teams with some youth that aren't doing the traditional youth, maybe the sports, maybe it was wrestling or basketball, could be swimming, but hockey, ice skating sports gives them another option.
It's always nice to have options in a town that loves athletics as much as Yankton does. There's plenty of love to go around. I do see a great Yankton crowd on hand already, and we're still at the end of the JV game here. Still a little bit of time before we get to varsity action. We're going to take our first break here on KYNTV. I do want to shout out our KYNTV watch party location, Ben's Brewing downtown. If it's on KYNTV, it's on at Ben's Brewing in downtown Yankton. Visit bensbrewing.com/sports to see the upcoming games being shown downtown at Ben's Brewing. Also want to thank a couple Sportscaster Club members before we go to our first break, starting with America's Best Realty. Tired of renting or apartment living? Ready to upgrade or own your own home? Call America's Best Realty, 2600-1600. 260-1600 and unlock the American dream. Elwood Family Dental Care, where they take care of the entire family and are always welcoming new patients. Kaiser Heating and Cooling. When it comes to heating and cooling, be the wiser and go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. And Explorers Credit Union. Wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help with a vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. Take our first break here on the Hy-Vee pregame show. We got Yankton Bucks hockey coming up on KYNTV exclusively. I'm Brayden Butler, joined by Dave Spencer. We'll have action for you all night long here from the Yankton Ice Arena. Back in a couple minutes on KYNTV.
Swoosh. Nothing but net. Nothing is better than being in the zone on the court or the roads with a brand new car, truck, or SUV from Lewis & Clark Ford Lincoln. Take advantage of the buzzer beater deals going on all month at Lewis & Clark Ford today. He shoots, he scores. That could be you. Get that feeling at Lewis & Clark Ford, a proud sponsor of Yankton High School athletics.
Ground beef is only $2.99 a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And $2.99 a pound is not just the price today or this week, it's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop and count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for ground beef every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
What's the best beverage to enjoy while rooting on your team? 1919 root beer, of course. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. Find it in 12 packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no caffeine, making it a beverage of choice at any time for anyone in the family.
Don't get caught in the cold this winter. Call the heating and cooling experts at Kaiser Heating and Cooling today. Our team of experienced trained technicians are here to ensure your home stays warm and comfortable all season long with heating system installations, maintenance, and energy-efficient solutions to keep those utility bills in check. And if your old heating system is on its last leg, ask us about current trained system offers. Don't wait until it's too late. Kaiser Heating and Cooling, serving the Yankton area for over 76 years.
Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Call Kaiser Heating and Cooling today.
You may have heard us say when you're shopping online, check things out before checkout. 1 in 4 people who reported losing money to fraud since 2021 said it started on social media. If you follow your favorite businesses on social media to get updates about upcoming events and promotions, you're not the only one. Scammers are watching too, and they may hijack legit businesses' giveaways and promotions to try to get your personal and financial information. Contact the South Dakota Attorney General's Office of Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
Want to earn rewards just for getting educated? Download the Zogo app provided by Explorers Credit Union. Zogo works by rewarding you for learning about financial wellness. Users earn virtual pineapples by engaging with the app, then exchange them in the marketplace for gift cards, charity donations, checking account bonuses, and much more. Battle it out for the top spot on the leaderboard and join daily trivia parties to play while you learn and get rewarded. Download the Zogo app provided by Explorers Credit Union to get started today.
Welcome back in here on KYNTV. Still wrapping up the junior varsity game for Yankton Bucks hockey, but we do have the varsity action coming up here shortly on the, I usually say station, but I guess on the channel. So we're live streaming on YouTube as well as our Facebook page and our app on Roku and Apple TV devices. However you enjoy KYNTV, hope you're enjoying some hockey with us tonight. I'm Brayden Butler, joined by Dave Spencer once again. Let's get into some background on these two teams. It is the Yankton Bucks hockey team taking on the Sioux Falls Flyers West. Starting with Yankton, they're 3-11-0-1 on the year, coming off of back-to-back losses last weekend. A pair of those losses were to Aberdeen, 1-5 on Saturday and 4-7 on Sunday. They had won 2 of their previous 3 games before that, defeating Huron on January 23rd and Brandon Valley on February 2nd. Currently 11th in the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association standings. Across from them, the Flyers, 13 wins, 4 losses, 0-0 in the other two categories. They're winners of 4 straight and 7 of their last 8. They're one of the hottest teams in the state right now, currently 3rd in the standings. They just defeated Sioux Falls East last night, 4-2. That one taking place up in Sioux Falls. Neither team's got to travel too far when you got East and West in town, and they are currently outscoring their opponents 22-5 during their win streak. We should have a good one today, because I'd bring in Dave Spencer once again, if I haven't mentioned that already, joining me on color commentary today. Dave, should be we're hoping for a good one today. I know it didn't end the way the Bucks wanted to last game, where Sioux Falls East, or West jumped on them early on, but we're still expecting a good one today. If the JV game is any indication as well, as Yankton just won that 4-1.
Yeah, that's a nice win for the JV squad. And if you're not familiar with hockey, you can suit up about 10 players for both games. Okay, so we'll have several of these JV players out here suited up for the varsity match, which will follow here shortly. And so that's a nice win, because they go to battle hard with Sioux Falls. Like you said, they had that game they played back on the 21st of January. It was 8-0 loss, and you never know. Those scores can kind of be a little misleading a little bit. You know, it depends on the games go, penalty situations, trying to keep everybody on that. Whether the goal scored late or not, but you know, tonight, hey, it's another night, and Yankton's got another game tomorrow. So Sioux Falls East has played back-to-back back-to-back nights. Yankton tomorrow, Bucks will be going to Watertown. Now, they beat Watertown early in December, a 4-3 win, which was a really good one. I was at that one, and it was kind of high hopes for the Bucks team at that point. They had a couple of tough games coming up, but then after that they had some wins. They thought they had some wins against Brandon Valley, Mitchell, and Huron on that one weekend. Goals were going 3-0. They went 0-3, and so it kind of set them back a little bit. But the team still has the goal in sight, Brayden, to make the state tournament. The top 8 seeds make the state tournament. So Yankton is not out of it. They've got some favorable games in the future here after this one. So see if they can get her done. They don't have to play Rushmore, who's number 1. Brookings is number 2. They're out of their way on the schedule the rest of the season. Sioux Falls West, number 3, so big game for them tonight.
Yeah, looking at that future schedule you mentioned, obviously Sioux Falls West is our game tonight. On the road at Watertown tomorrow, a team they beat earlier in the year, and then they welcome a team from Iowa. Sioux Center comes across the border to come to Yankton. A couple back-to-back games against Hawaii, and then Sioux Falls East and Mitchell rounds out the season. And I believe that Mitchell game at the end of the month, the regular season finale, we'll be back for that one here on KYNTV.
Yeah, that could be
keep tuned for that.
And that could be a big one here with the winner of that might help. Well, we'll see if Yankton can get in that 8th spot.
We want to keep talking about the last time these two teams met real quick. As you mentioned, it was an 8-0 loss for the Yankton Bucks hockey team. And you also mentioned there some of the goals coming late. 4 goals in the 3rd period from Sioux Falls West. Something you think maybe you're down 4-0 in that final period. You're trying to get more on the attacking foot. Leaves you susceptible at the back. Sioux Falls West outshot Yankton 50-10 in that game. Beckett Holiday, Nathan Rinkin, and Mason Schramm all had 2 goals for the Flyers. Luke Moeller in net that day. We expect him to be between the pipes again today. He had 42 saves in that one.
Yeah, Luke Moeller is a young goalie, but he's got a great experience. He's traveled with some elite programs after the season's over. That's gone and played some prominent national tournaments. They won a division in the national tournament, I think, 2 years ago. And so Luke will be in the pipes tonight. And, of course, Keenan Wagner, too. He's a good goalie. They've got really good goalies. Keenan was injured from football in the fall and was not able to go right away. Actually had some shoulder surgery, but he's back on the ice as well. So between the two of them, they see if they can take care of the business. And that's the biggest thing about hockey is keeping the defense. I mean, everyone thinks offense is the way it goes. Brayden wants to score goals, but defense is where it's won. It's on your end of the ice where you got to take care of business and try to not let easy breakaways or 2-on-1s. And try to just body up on the defense so you don't get those goals on your end. Try to put the pressure on their defense, on your offensive end, and try to get them not so, everybody going to the net. And you'll see quality teams do that. Name of the game's skating, and the good skaters are able to get back on defense. So.
Should be a good one tonight. I know we just talked about Luke Moeller a little bit, as well as Keenan Wagner. We'll talk about both of their stats, as sometimes goalies can switch in the middle of the game if we do see Wagner tonight. Coming up in our next segment here on the YAIA pregame show. We're going to go to a break real quick, but before we go to that break, I want to thank a couple more Sportscaster Club members helping make this broadcast possible. Starting with Aztec of Yankton. They were founded on innovation and a passion to help their customers. Right now, they're offering a healthy sign-on bonus with great wages and benefits. Build your career with a group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. Midwest Insurance Agency. See Travis and Whitney Devine from Midwest Insurance for your farm, home, and auto insurance needs. Call today to set up your appointment. One Office Solution, the one source for all your office products, including copiers, furniture, and office supplies. One Office Solution, located next to Pizza Ranch on Broadway in Yankton, and Graham Tire. If you notice issues with your vehicle, don't hesitate to call the service experts at Graham Tire. They do more than sell tires. Graham Tire of Yankton, your auto service and tire store next door. Go to another break, come back here in a couple of minutes as both varsity teams are currently warming up. After that, they'll have to clean off the ice, and then we can start getting underway. Still quite a bit of time before we go live with Puck Drop here on KYNTV. He's Dave Spencer. I'm Brayden Butler. Thank you for joining us this evening. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
At Triple Time Rudy's, not only do you get top-notch fuel to keep you on the move, but it's a destination for delicious local treats. You'll find quality South Dakota products like Dimmick cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. It's your community's pit stop for more than just fuel. Triple Time Rudy's supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, stop by Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway.
The mission of State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. Hi, I'm Roy Wilcox with State Farm Insurance. We have been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, we're here to help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Give me a call or stop by anytime.
Call Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance today, 665-7140. Find more at roywilcox.com.
The other day, a gal came into the UPS store to drop off a package. On her way out, she noticed the print sample wall and asked if we could print invitations. The answer was, yes, we can. Hi, this is Doug at the UPS store in Yankton and Vermilion. For over 7 years now, the UPS store has been helping hundreds of customers with their printing needs. From basic copies to business cards and invitations to posters, we can print them. Stop out and ask about our current print specials and see how we can help with your printing needs.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Oh, Sheboygan, I just can't get you off my mind.
There's no better way to tip off your party than with Sheboygan Natural Casing Wieners, all beef hot dogs, or cocktail smokies. Make your party a slam dunk. Put some Sheboygan on the table. Available at your favorite local grocer and produced with pride at Simple Meats in Yankton.
The way it tastes is simply divine. I got Sheboygan on my mind. Sheboygan.
When it comes to the health and care of your ears, nose, and throat, put your trust in the board-certified physicians at Yankton Medical Clinic's Ear, Nose, and Throat. With 5-star rankings on Google, Vitals, WebMD, and Raider 8, you can rest assured you'll be provided the best possible care right here at home. Yankton Medical Clinic Ear, Nose, and Throat. Call 665-0062 or find more information at yanktonmedicalclinic.com. They are here for you.
So, you need a new vehicle. What's the best vehicle for you? Where do you get financing? What's your trade worth? Answer all these questions and more at BillionAuto.com. You can compare 16 new car brands and thousands of used vehicles, all in the palm of your hand at BillionAuto.com. Plus, estimate the trade value of your vehicle in 2 easy steps. It's car buying made easy. Apply for credit pre-approval at BillionAuto.com. All applications accepted, not all approved.
FNBO is the great big small bank, and for more than 165 years, we've been with you where you are. A bank that's ready for all your needs, both big and small. Here to help you earn more, save more, so you can do more every step of the way. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank. FNBO, independent and family owned for 6 generations, and ever so focused on you. Stop on by or visit us at fnbo.com. Member FDIC.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
Welcome back in here, KYNTV for Yankton Bucks hockey. We're still on the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee is a helpful smile in every aisle. Let's talk about some team stats for each team and individual stats as well. I'll start with the Yankton Bucks. They have 38 goals scored this season, 2.53 goals per game, and 21 of those 38 are actually in the third period. So this is a team that goes on that attacking foot in the later stanzas of these games, and they've been very good at scoring in that final period. 72 goals allowed this year as a team, 4.8 on average, but it's a team that they face a lot of shots. We talked at length about how good both goalkeepers are. They do face a lot of shots, though, and that's something we're going to talk about throughout the night. Luke Moeller, start with him in net. He's faced 476 shots this season, 31.7 per game, 0.84 per minute. Keenan Wagner, when he's in net, is more of the same, 131 shots on goal this season in just over 200 minutes, 12 per game, 0.64 per minute. These goalies see a lot of action in net for Yankton, and I think that's why Coach Pedersen talks about them so highly, because they are still very good at keeping pucks out of the back of the net despite the amount of action they see.
Well, you get that many shots, Brayden, you're going to get a lot of practice. So I can speak to that a little bit. I had a son that played goalie for a little bit in his Bantam years, and our early years of our program, our goalies, they took a beating. I mean, they got a lot of shots on them, and that's why earlier we were talking about your defense. You know, your defensemen, and everybody's got to play defense. Nobody could just cherry pick out here, want to try to get a breakaway goal. I equate this game a lot to the game of basketball, like a zone defense in basketball. That's exactly what you have in hockey. Obviously, you can't play man-to-man. You're never going to be able to keep up with somebody on their skates. But you'll watch the game, and for the viewers, they'll watch it. You just think about zone basketball. You're going to move a ball around. Well, you don't ever leave a basketball player underneath the basket alone, do you? No, you're always going to put a body on that. So if someone's camping out in front of the net in hockey, what do? You put a body on it. You try to make the passes so you penetrate with the puck, see if you can get someone to double team on you, find an open teammate, and what do? Kick it back out to your guards, try to hit 3-pointers. That's what we'll talk about it tonight. Kick it back on top, shoot the shots from the top of the zone. That's your blue line, and try to get a ricochet like a rebound. Same thing as making a basket. Same thing. Put it in the net. Get the goal.
Yeah, let's break it down for anybody who maybe was watching on KYNTV earlier today when we had Yankton Bucks and Gazelles basketball action. Maybe you're not as familiar with the game of hockey. That's why we bring you on, Dave. You are pretty well versed in the game, just to say that. And good comparison there, helps break it down and helps my mind too kind of understand the game a little more. This is the first time I've been on a hockey broadcast.
Yeah, I think if you keep in mind you want a strong defense. Everybody can get down there and score a goal, but you certainly got to get back. And you got to man up, meaning you got to at least cover your zone, and on a breakaway, you got to try to man up and try to not leave a body unattended.
We spent a lot of time talking about defense. Let's talk about some of those skaters who get out on the attack for Yankton. Right now, the goal leader is Jack Pedersen. He's got 10 on the season. He's also second in assists with 7, leading the team in points with 17, averages 1.13 points per game, which is goals plus assists. That's one thing I know that I need you to help for that.
Goals and assists, they're both worth the same points, Brayden. So, if you got 17 points, I don't care if you got 16 of those with assists and one in the net, they all count. And Jack is a very good player. You'll see him on his skates. He's just a natural, and that's the key to him is his skating ability, but also his ice awareness, where he's at on the sheet. And so he'll look for a teammate, and there's no bigger thrill than if you get an assist on a goal. Hey, it's more than just this is not an individual game, that's for sure.
And, to talk about assists, we might as well go to the assist leader, the other skater we're keeping an eye on tonight for the Yankton Bucks. And that's Tucker Rankin, 7 goals on the season. He's second on the team, but he's first in assists with 9. He's just behind Pedersen in points with 16 on the year, averaging 1.07 points per game. He's a guy that it's pretty well balanced between the two of them with goals and assists. 10 goals to 7 assists for Pedersen, 7 goals to 9 assists for Rankin. But it's obviously Rankin does more of the assisting here so far, and it's the balance of those two. They like to link up well, and it's been the forefront of the attack for Yankton.
Yeah, and they'll share that front line or that first line together, and that's why you see a lot of that. But obviously, hockey's a crazy game where you don't just shift in shifts when in the action of the game, and that's what's so fun about hockey. Brayden, everybody's going to play, and you can't skate out there after a minute. The best skaters will tell you their legs are just dead. You got to get off, got to get a break, and so the flow of the game, and players on and off the ice. It's a nightmare to tell who's on the ice because the substitutions are so frequently, and there's no stoppage in play. I mean, when they do have stoppage in plays, they'll change it up, but players have got to learn to play together. Whether it's the first line, second line, third line, and beyond, everybody's got to play together, know your positions, and know where you're at on the ice and where you find your teammate, and hopefully you find somebody open, maybe get a good shot, resulting in a goal.
Something I wanted to mention that when you talked about Pedersen out there on the skates, great skater, good ice awareness as well. You see him have great footwork. Another sport we cover on KYNTV, Yankton Bucks soccer. Saw him have great footwork out there on the soccer field as well.
Yep.
And luckily for him, that translates to being on the ice and on skates as well. He's someone to definitely keep an eye on tonight for the Yankton Bucks. Yeah,
it really does. When we first started talking about getting hockey, soccer's pretty big in Yankton, and we thought, boy, there are a lot of similarities. There's offsides in soccer just like in hockey. You got to move the ball around or the puck around. And again, the footwork. It's just a little bit different. We're not kicking with our skates. We're using a stick, but the same principles apply. So you'll see a lot of multi-sport athletes that'll play soccer and hockey. It's not unfamiliar. But hey, there's a few football players on the team. There's baseball players on the hockey team. So they've got more than one disability for one single sport.
Let's talk about a couple rapid-fire stats for Sioux Falls West. The Flyers out of the west side of Sioux Falls scored exactly 100 goals this season while allowing 43, 5.9 goals per game for Sioux Falls, allowing an average of 2.53 goals per game. The team has a combined save percentage of .884, who does Sioux Falls West. A couple key guys for them is going to be Nathan Rankin. He leads the team with 17 goals, second in points with 30, second in assists with 13, and 1.76 points per game. Mason Schramm, you're going to be needing to keep an eye on tonight. Spelled the same way as Mason Schramm from right here in Yankton. He's one of our sponsors.
The family needs to get together and figure out how we're going to say their name. But
I saw Mason earlier today at the Bucks and Gazelles games. I was going to ask him if he started playing for Sioux Falls West behind our back. But it's spelled the exact same way. We always appreciate Mason. He's a big supporter of KYNT and KYNTV. But this Mason Schramm does lead the team with 28 assists, 37 points, as well as a team high for Sioux Falls West. He's added 9 goals as well, averaging 2.18 points per game. Main guy between the posts tonight will be Cole Langstrom. He's been their main goalie all season, but they also have Easton Mesher, who has spent over 350 minutes in net, so they split their time pretty well. Langstrom has a goal allowed average of 3.11, .882 save percentage, while Mesher has a goal allowed average of 1.57 and .896 save percentage. We're going to take a quick break here on KYNTV. When we return, we will have your pregame coach interview with head coach Terry Pedersen. All that coming up right here on KYNTV. Back in a couple minutes.
Truxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Truxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Truxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.truxedo.com/careers to apply.
Have a craving for wings or delicious burgers or Pivo fries? Come sink your teeth into mouth-watering burgers and wings at Checkers Sports Bar and Grill. With a menu that's a flavor frenzy, there's something for every fan. A place to catch all of the sports action and enjoy $6 cheeseburgers and fries every Monday night. Grab your friends, bring your family, and head down to Checkers. Open every day of the week to satisfy you. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill on Walnut, just north of 4th Street in Yankton.
The family is getting in the vehicle, going to the Yankton game.
Everyone is decked out in Yankton red, but wait! Little Josh has on green.
Oh no. Are we playing Pier?
They'd better stop at JJ Benji's to right that wrong.
JJ Benji's is stocked with Yankton and Mount Marty fan gear in a variety of sizes and styles.
For Bucks, Gazelles, and Lancer fan gear,
you can count on JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street, Yankton. They make you look good.
My name is Dr. Gibson,
and teaching allows me to show my compassionate spirit. I instruct a lot of students that want to go into the medical fields. If I can teach them how to be compassionate and look out for others and even help each other, they'll be better in their careers. They will be better physical therapists, better doctors, better nurses.
Show your spirit at Mount Marty University and schedule a tour today at showyourspiritmmu.com.
Welcome back in here on KYNTV. It's time for your pregame coach interview, brought to you by 1919 Root Beer. Creamiest full-body draft root beer available on tap at Charlie's Pizza or in large cans at Yankton Hy-V. Was able to talk to head coach Terry Pedersen over the phone yesterday in preparation for this one tonight with the Yankton Bucks taking on Sioux Falls West. We go to the interview now here on KYNTV. Brayden Butler here on the Hy-V pregame show. Hy-V has a helpful smile in every aisle. We go to your pregame coach interview, brought to you by 1919 Root Beer, the creamiest full-bodied draft root beer available. It's in large cans at the Yankton Hy-V and on tap out at Charlie's Pizza. Joining me currently is head coach Terry Pedersen of Yankton Bucks Hockey, talking about this matchup tonight with Sioux Falls West, as it's the first hockey game we're covering here on KYNTV. So, Coach, before we get into anything, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. Excited for the weekend.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun this weekend. We are recording this on Friday, but you got a big game Saturday night against Sioux Falls West. We'll talk about that in a moment, but let's get into recent form for this Yankton team. Had won 2 out of the 3 games before last weekend's doubleheader with Aberdeen, where unfortunately the Bucks dropped both of those matchups. If you could talk about last week's games against Aberdeen.
Aberdeen's a good team. They've got a lot of numbers, and it seems like they've got a lot of depth. And they skate fast, they play hard, they chase you down, and they just overall play good hockey. And we were a little caught off guard with them the first game on Friday night, and they beat us 6-1. We have tremendous goalies, and they did a great job even to hold that off. Then we came back on Saturday, and we came out buzzing and hitting on all cylinders and ended the first period 3-0. Second period started, and we banged another one in right away for a 4-0 lead. And then things kind of went a little sideways from there, and they slowly chipped away at us, and we ended up losing that game. That's probably that's a heartbreaker. When you're ahead by that much and things are going your way and you're getting the puck luck, and then things just kind of slowly turned, and that's how it ended up. So that was a tough one for the coaches, certainly a tough one for the players. Learned a lot from that game as well, so that's the good takeout part.
As you said at the end there, learned a lot from that game, and there's a couple players in that game who performed well. They've been performing well all season. I want to talk about them quick. Both Jack Pedersen and Tucker Rinkin are averaging over a point a game, which and they're doing it pretty well balanced too. Both of them goals and assists are about even for both of them, so they are putting it into the net and then setting up their teammates as well. If you could just talk about both of them and what they bring to this Yankton Bucks team on the attack.
Yeah, they're fun to watch, and we're lucky to have them on the team. They play hard. They're good teammates. They're very coachable. You get a lot of energy out of both of them. They can take the team to another level. They see the ice. They know where they need to be. They know what they need to do, and they work real well together. So that's a nice combination we have with that first line.
You know, Coach, you're heading down the home stretch of this 2023-24 season right now with this Yankton Bucks hockey team with just under a month of games left to play. What are your thoughts on the team so far this year as you're heading into that final stretch?
Well, we're a little behind where we thought and we were hoping to be. We did win 7 games last year, and we have an exciting group of a big group of sophomores, and with our 2 excellent goalies, we thought we would probably be a little better than we are. We only have 5 seniors, and one of them hasn't played yet because of surgery and injuries. We're really playing 4 seniors, and we have 5 juniors. So in reality, we're really another building year this year. And I just think we were excited about how we did last year and thought this year would be even better. Then it turns out that we're just we're working, we're getting better every week. We're just more of a rebuilding year with such a young team. So we're gonna hit it hard the rest of the season. Our main goal is to make the state tournament for the first time ever in Bucks varsity hockey history, and we're still in it. So if we can work hard, work on keeping our eyes on task and next task, and take everything that's in front of us at the time, don't get too far ahead of ourselves, and just play hard. We have proven that we can hang with just about any team in the state. We've probably been scored on less this year than any other team, and the matches we've lost have really been close. So we've really closed the gap this year compared to other years, and we're just going to keep working that. We're not going to worry about a week from now. We're not going to worry about 3 weeks from now. We're just worrying about the next puck drop, the next shift, the next period. And we're going to keep it simple, and we're going to work hard, and we're going to see what we can do with the rest of this season.
They say every journey begins with a step, and this young team still building towards the future. You do got a big game tonight, though, against this Sioux Falls West team, a team that got the better of the Bucks earlier in the season when they met. Well, what are you looking at for tonight's game in this matchup?
We're going to make a couple adjustments on our defensive play on the face-offs for sure. We did hang with them pretty good the first period and into the second period last time we faced off. So hard work, little puck luck, a little believe in ourselves, and hopefully we'll narrow the gap on that one too. And anybody could win on any given day, and we believe that, and we're going to show up to play.
A lot of competitive teams across the league, always fun matchups. Sioux Falls West in town tonight for this matchup with the Bucks. Thank you, Coach Pedersen, for taking time to talk to me.
Thank you, too. Appreciate it.
That was Yankton Bucks head hockey coach Terry Pedersen talking to me here on the Hy-Vee pregame show. The interview was brought to you by 1919 Root Beer. Going to take a quick break here on KYNTV. Hy-Vee pregame show keeps rolling after this. Welcome back in here on KYNTV. Lied a little bit, not a quick break, or the quickest break ever, if you look at it that way. We're already back here live for more from the Hy-Vee pregame show. We got to talk about the standings in the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association at the varsity level. Your standings review is brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. Rhonda Westland State Farm. Our two competitors today, Sioux Falls West currently sits third in the standings on 26 points, while Yankton is 11th on 7. Looking at the rest of the standings, Rushmore top of the league at 32 points, Brookings in second at 30, Sioux Falls West third, Mitchell fourth at 20 points. Oahe and Aberdeen are the next two teams, both tied at 19 points. Sioux Falls East is in 7th at 18, and then Watertown 13 points in 8th. Sioux Center in 9th with 10 points. Huron in 10th with 8 points. Yankton in 11th with 7, and Brayden Valley in 12th with 3 points. Looks like we are looking at our starting lineups for these two squads here. See, in net tonight will be number 33, Easton Mesher. We talked about him a little bit. He doesn't have the 74, Jack Campbell. Trying to keep the number off the front of the sweater there. He's kind of covering it. Number 66, Nathan Rankin. And that will be everybody for the Sioux Falls Flyers for your starting lineups. Forgot to unmute your mic. I'm sorry there, Dave.
That's all right. You're good. Number 66, Route 66 for Sioux Falls.
Well, he is the main route of most of their offenses. Nathan Rankin, someone to keep an eye on tonight. Looking at your starting lineup for the Yankton Bucks, it looks like number 30 in net, that will be Luke Moeller, who we talked about at length in the pregame. Also on this ice to start will be number 8, Ashton Rankin. Number 5, Caden Hunoff. See number 10, Jack Pedersen, another guy we talked at length about. Number 29, Kylan O'Connor. And number 14, Tucker Rankin. A pair of Rankins out there on the floor. Jack Pedersen as well in net between the pipes, Luke Moeller. Those are your starting lineups for both these teams, brought to you by First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time. Pedersen and Rankin, as well as Luke Moeller, those three are your players to watch here for this contest for the Yankton Bucks. Those players of the game brought to you by Missouri River Associates. Looking for insurance agents that have the knowledge to point you in the right direction? Contact Missouri River Associates and Yankton. Lastly, your vision of the game brought to you by Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you. I think it's simple. You got to try to cut down those shooting lanes for Sioux Falls West. This is a team in the Bucks that has faced a lot of shots. Luke Moeller's been busy throughout this season in between those pipes. You got to cut down those shooting lanes. You can't give open looks at the net and allow Sioux Falls West to take pot shots at Moeller in net.
Well, that's probably the key with any athletic event. Defense wins championships, Brayden. And if you got a good defense, try to cut the pressure on the other side, put the pressure on their defense. That's the biggest challenge I think Yankton will have tonight. Sioux Falls West, they got a high-powered offense. You'll see it when they drop the puck. The speed of this game will be very fast, and you got to be able to keep up with them. Like you said, disrupt those passing lanes, get a body on a body, don't let those free shots and give your goalie a chance.
We're looking for a mix of the two, play good defense and good offense. This is a Sioux Falls West team that outshot Yankton 50-10 when they met earlier this season. It is going to be important to get your own shot numbers up, your shots on net numbers up, as well as minimize the opportunities Sioux Falls West gets. Looks like we are ready to go here from the Yankton Ice Arena here in the River City of Yankton, South Dakota. I assume it's still beautiful outside. It was a pretty nice day, a little brisk, a little windy, but still pretty good weather for the start of February. No windows in here in this ice barn.
I always tell people it's cold in the ice rink. I said, yeah, it's an ice rink, but don't worry about the wind chill factor. That's minimal here tonight.
No wind, a little icy, but that sounds just about right for the Yankton area today. So we're ready to get going. Looks like in the center circle will be Kylan O'Connor on the face-off for Yankton. Number 66, Nathan Rankin for Sioux Falls West. Puck drop brought to you by Lewis and Clark Ford. It is controlled by Yankton for a moment. Now Sioux Falls West trying to get it back on the far side from our position. Patterson picked it up near his own end, taken away by Sioux Falls West, sent down behind the keeper. Picked up by Yankton, now trying to go the other way. O'Connor had it in the middle. He pushes out to the left side, trying to work that wing. Knocked back by West, but is picked up by Yankton, trying to get into the point area, taken away by Sioux Falls West. Behind net now for West, that's Carson Edwards. Still playing it behind net. Putting a little pressure on it was Tucker Rankin. Sioux Falls West trying to get the other way. Rankin takes it away for a moment.
Yeah, Jack Pedersen on the back door open there. Couldn't quite get it to him. Good puck control here by the Bucks early.
Yeah, they have had majority of it here in these opening couple of seconds. 17-minute periods. We're just about a minute in with 16:09 to go in this first period. Puck sent down to the other side of the floor by Sioux Falls West. Trying to pick it up there is a Flyers player. It's number 45, Mason Schramm, as we're already switching lines here. You talked about it early on. They move lines quick. It's hard to skate for more than about a minute at full speed out there.
Yeah, that's right. You just saw the Flyers dump it in the zone and got a line change. Get some fresh legs on the ice. You'll see that all night long, over and over again.
Yankton trying to play it out of their own end here under a bit of pressure from the Flyers. Still in possession of the puck, but still not where you want to be on your own end of the ice. Right in the middle. There's a big hit along the boards there. That's number 2-4. That's Jason Sedlacek stepping in there. Now he played special teams on football, a little bit of linebacker
as well. He's a football player. He's pretty hard on the gridiron too. But nice job by the Bucks trying to get out of the zone and get a little bit of offensive pressure going here.
That's Cooper Larson trying to get it there into a attacking spot. A little bit of a change there coming off the back end. Just stepping in was Easton Velick. He was able to pick up the puck for a moment. Puck was covered there by the man in net, Easton Mesher, so we're going to get our first face-off after that coverage.
Nice shot on goal there by the Bucks. So far, Flyers with no shot on goal on the net yet, so that's always, that's a numbers game, Brayden. Like sales, the more shots you get, the better chance you're going to get something in there. So
Yankton in possession off of the face-off, and the more opportunities you get, the better your chance to succeed.
It's just a favor of your odds a little bit.
There was a shot. I don't know if that was on net. It looked like it went off the blocker there, the right blocker of Luke Moeller in between the pipes. West now in possession. Had it near the blue line. Now trying to get down in front of net again. That shot low. That one's on goal. It's going to be between the knee pads there, the leg pads of Luke Moeller. He's going to cover it, and we're going to get another face-off.
So when they say shots on net, the goalie could block it, but it's rated by the judges in the score box. If the goalie wasn't there, if it had gone in, they're going to give him credit for a block. If it would have gone off the side, even if it's the pipes, it's not a shot on net.
Something to keep in mind here. Hard to judge how fast that puck moves. Both these teams moving fast. Puck got loose a little bit there in front of Moeller in net. West picks it up. There's going to be a player on the ice behind the net. No foul called, and trying to play it out of the Bucks. Just dump it into the other end. Try to reset yourself defensively for Yankton. It's picked up by West in their own end. Now down the right flank, trying to get around a defender there. That's number 86. That's Channing Schaff. 4 goals on the season for him. 1 assist as well. A bit of contact in the mid-stripe area. Now dumped into the Sioux Falls West side of things. We're going to get a little bit of a change here for Yankton. I see Jack Pedersen coming on back onto the ice, among others.
Man, that's going to be an icing call there. So, icing call is if it crosses the lines in the middle of the rink. Nobody touches it from the offensive team that shot the puck. They're going to bring it back to the other end. It's called icing. And they always play Ice Ice Baby here at the ice rink. So Brayden will always know what the icing call was.
That'll be the tell.
Vanilla ice, right?
Yeah. a little vanilla ice. Does the body good, maybe, depending on how you look at it. We're back underway here, right in front of us here. Got to lean over the boards here in the Fairfield Inn and Suites broadcast booth. Sioux Falls West has it in their own end. That's number 46 that had it, Spencer Sharon. Yankton trying to work it behind the net. Rankin had it for a moment for Yankton. Taken back away by the other Rankin. This one for Sioux Falls West. Hard hit along the boards right in front of the West bench. Yankton picks up the puck. Now pushing back the other way, trying to get inside to Pedersen. Doesn't get it to him, but picked up by O'Connor. It's a dangerous area here for Yankton if they can pick out a pass and find an opening. Pedersen with it. Now laid it off to Hunoff. Puck in front of net. Pedersen with it at a stick. A little bit of a backhanded shot. Goes wide to the right. Picked up, though, by Hunoff.
Good offensive pressure here by the Bucks, though, Brayden. Got to like the flow of the game so far for them.
They've been on the front foot throughout, and that was a good opportunity in front of net. Knocked away by the last second by Nathan Rankin. Good clearance for him. Known for his offensive abilities on the attacking foot. Good defensive play there for him. That goes to what you said in the pregame. Just because you're listed as a forward out there on the ice, everybody's got to turn into a defender at some point.
Yeah, it looks like maybe Coach Pedersen changed it up a little bit. Has Jack playing a little bit of defense too. So, again, you're interchangeable. It's like a basketball game. If you're going to play guard and you end up playing low, then one of your forwards got to come out and play the guard spot and try to protect the, in this case, the net.
You make yourself hard to take off the ice the more versatile you are. And playing Jack Pedersen, one of the best players on this team in multiple different scenarios. Sioux Falls West on the front foot here. They're down the right flank right now. Now goes back to the blue line. Little malfunction at the junction between a couple West players. They came into each other. Puck goes behind the net. Still got the urge to call it ball. I'm not used to hockey terms quite yet for puck, but still behind the net here as it was pushed back down there. Trying to get in front of net. There's a lot of bodies in front of the pipes right now. Luke Mueller was able to knock it away. Shot from the point, or from near the top of the point, I should say. Puck goes back to the blue line. Looking for an opening here. A wrist shot knocked away with the leg pads again by Mueller.
Yeah, good vision there by Mueller. He had a clean look at it. Sometimes when they get blocked, that's the hardest time to try to pick up that puck.
Little hit around the boards there by Cooper Larson. Couldn't get the puck away. Another shot taken by Sioux Falls West. Another save for Mueller. Another save again there on the second opportunity. Luke Mueller looking like he's 10 feet wide between the pipes right now. Sioux Falls West can't seem to crack that code.
I'm going to catch him on a line change here.
Trying to push the tempo off the line change like you said, but it was knocked away. Just checking in was Parker Yerke. One assist, 1 point on the season, but good defensive effort there for Sioux Falls West from him. Puck goes back into Yankton's side, picked up near the blue line by Sioux Falls West. A couple players running after it, and that one is going to go off the ceiling here. Kicked up a little bit there off of the stick. I believe that was number 8 for Sioux Falls West. That would be Alex Heibel.
Yeah, so Bucks are playing good defense. A lot of shots on Mueller so far. 6-1 shots on the goal. But hey, zeros on the scoreboard.
Staying busy here is this attack for Sioux Falls West, but like I said, they can't crack that code right now of Luke Mueller and net. Couple players go down for both teams. Puck goes to possession of Yankton, trying to push it up. Taken away near the Yankton blue line by Sioux Falls West, but back away by Yankton as they were trying to play it through. Puck in contention there, and then a shot goes over everything, over the glass, into the netting here at the Yankton Ice Arena.
Yeah, biggest thing on defense for the Bucks, get a man up, make sure you got a body on body. Flyers had almost a point-blank goal there about 2 possessions ago, right to Mueller's right, but shot it wide.
Flyers control the tip near the blue line. Now they're in front of net trying to find an opening. 86, that shaft that had it for a moment, now pushed away. Yankton trying to get on the front foot. Sent back into the Yankton end. Mueller's going to come out of net to play this, or he's just going to stop it behind his net. Picked up by the Bucks. Yankton trying to push tempo. O'Connor has it in the middle. Now goes to Rankin. Back to O'Connor. He's out wide on the right, trying to get inside to Rankin. Well, puck goes behind the net.
Good spacing by the Bucks down low in their zone. See if they can keep it in. Oh, just got out.
Just gets past him. A couple Bucks racing back for it. They picked up. Now they're going to go the other way. Pedersen had it up to O'Connor. O'Connor's going to dump it in. It's going to rattle around the boards. Tucker Rankin trying to get after it, but it's cleared away by Sioux Falls West. Now it's Nathan Rankin for the Flyers.
Offsides. So we'll talk offsides there, Brayden. That's when similar to a little bit like soccer, but if the player gets across that blue line before the puck, offensively, can't do that. We're going to bring it back. We'll do a face-off outside the Yankton zone here. I like the momentum so far. The speed of the game for Yankton. They haven't got a lot of shots on net so far, Brayden, but they're playing some good intensity.
You got to match that speed of Sioux Falls West. You mentioned it coming in. High-powered attack for them, high-powered offense, and the matching that so far. Trying to get more shots on goals to match that output as well, but it's been something to see from the Bucks to start. Puck in contention in the Yankton zone. Went off of a skate there, I believe. That was Cooper Larson whose skate it went off of. Back in possession of Sioux Falls West. Nathan Rankin trying to get on a breakaway. He's closed down on. Good defensive effort there. That's Caden Hunoff on it.
Yeah, Cade's a good defenseman for the Bucks. He's been in there most of his career and tries to get it back out to his forwards.
Trying to push the tempo. The forward Ladwig dumped it in. And this will be picked up by Sioux Falls West. Taken away in the middle. Hunoff trying to backtrack. Lost his footing a little bit, but able to keep their feet where the rest of the Bucks and able to get the puck back as well. That's Connor Paraxlis who had it. Cooper Larson near the boards trying to get it back. Ladwig there as well. Picked up by Nathan Rankin for West. And that puck is
a souvenir.
Gotta keep your head on a swivel here in the Yankton Ice Arena. That puck goes into the bleachers.
And they throw it back, is the customary tradition. Yeah, so we played 7 minutes, or 8 minutes so far, Brayden here, 0-0. Again, 7-on-1 for the shots on net, but so far Yankton's been able to weather the storm.
And it was a Sioux Falls West team that put a two-piece on Yankton in the first period of their first meeting this season. So if you're head coach Terry Pedersen, I don't think you'd mind a 0-0 matchup going into the second. But you'd also like to get on that front foot and maybe put West behind the 8 ball.
Well, he said in his pregame, again, this Yankton team's fairly young, building a lot of depth. They got a lot of players coming up. Nice to see that JV win here. We got a chance to put some pressure on here on the Flyers right now.
Cade Schramm near the puck right now for Yankton, as was Wyatt Johnson. Looks like Schramm lost a stick, but he gets it back up. Now Sioux Falls West breaking in the other way. Right from the left side, going around back, trying to play it just in front of point. Good effort there as Mason Schramm.
Yeah, Easton Velick, number 7, played some real nice defense there. Idea to try to get your stick underneath the offensive player's stick, disrupt that puck handling, get them off center a little bit, and they're able to get a stop and play, so we'll have a line change.
A line changing pace for both teams here. But yeah, credit to Velick once again there. He was able to cut that off. It looked like they were looking for Schramm in front of net for Sioux Falls West. Schramm, known for his assists, 28 on the season, leads the team in that category. Pedersen on a breakaway, though. He's got nobody between him and the goalie, but that was going to be smothered and saved. Good play in net there by Easton Mesher. Looking at a good defensive effort, too. A good recovery play from Sioux Falls West and a couple of their defenders as well.
You had Pedersen a bit of a breakaway there. Went down low. These goalies, especially in high school, like to go to their legs early, see if you can get a top shelf goal above the shoulder when we talk top shelf. See if they can get them in the open area of the net.
Off the face-off, the puck rolls all the way to Yankton's side, and that one's from a long way out. Gloved by Moeller. Wasn't going into the net, but still gloved it and put it back down, trying to start a play for Yankton. Puck has popped up for a moment, picked up in the Yankton area before Sioux Falls West. That one's going to go over the boards again and into the netting.
Good defense there again. I think that was by O'Connor, able to get his stick, basically get the puck deflected way above the net, so no harm. Not even going to be close to a goal, went out of play.
Kylan O'Connor, who's been on the faceoffs on the first lines out there. He's got 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points total this season, averaging .53 a game. Puck's kind of behind the Yankton net right now. Battling for it was Paraxlis for Yankton. Gets away and around the boards, goes to Spencer Sharon. Yankton able to get it back. Paraxlis goes to Larson, back to Paraxlis. 2 on none here. They have the breakaway shot taken, blocked away. Another good save for Mesher. Yankton starting to creep up on those shots on goals. They got 3 now.
Yeah, good looks there. And again, you look for a rebound off the goalie. Try to get a quick one put right back in. They had a chance on that one.
Maybe trying to start another breakaway. There's a bit of a line change there for East, trying to catch him off guard, but Sioux Falls East able to recover, put it back into Yankton's zone. That one goes off the skate of Paraxlis and gets away from everybody. Puck just dancing free in the middle of the zone right now.
Well, you can tell in this game, Brayden, passing the puck and receiving it is just so key to this game. And that one went off a skate instead of to the intended receiver of the puck.
Bit of a breakaway here for Sioux Falls West. Trying to push the first goal.
Off the pipes.
Sometimes they're the goalie's best friends. That last line of defense ends up being the pipes. Now going the other way here is Yankton. It's Reagan Winish. Goes behind the net. He had 4 Sioux Falls West players in the zone with him. No teammates as there was a bit of a change. Now Sioux Falls West breaking the other way. Clancy had it, taken away by the Bucks. Now trying to go back on the front foot. Winish near the puck, has it knocked away for a moment, trying to regain possession. That was Jackson Toms. It's knocked in and rattles around the boards behind the goal for Yankton on their side of things.
Yeah, Reagan Winish has given some nice minutes to Coach Pedersen when he's on the ice. Got a couple assists on the season so far and give him some valuable minutes.
Yankton trying to break the other way here as they cross the halfway line, now into Sioux Falls West zone. The puck knocked away. That's a long shot. Looked like it was going towards net, but it was gloved hand on the glove side, taken away by Easton Mesher.
Yeah, Jackson Toms up there on the point with that shot. That's okay. Give you a chance to get your defense reset or change your lineup like they're going to do. Change line change for the Bucks here. Get this face-off deep in Sioux Falls zone.
Did notice there for Toms as well. He's got an A on the sweater. Is that an assistant associate captain?
Yeah, assistant captain, alternate captain. Yep. Oh, good stop.
Tough play there. Good stop indeed by Moeller in front of net. You said a lot of these younger goalies, they like to go to their legs first, try to use those leg blockers. And he was able to get the stop there.
Oh, there's a back door right there. That's exactly what happened. He looked the puck to the right side. Bounced off and back door. Nobody on the back door for defense. Gives up the goal.
Yeah, it was number 19, Jackson Henry, that gets the goal. And like you said, caught Moeller sliding out, trying to protect the post as it went to his right side, cut it back. Nobody was there to pick up Henry in front of net. 5:28 to go in this first period. That's your first goal of the game.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. You want to be able to get a defenseman on that backside. You see a lot of goals that way, Brayden. And 1-0 though. Good stance. Don't Bucks need to keep rolling here.
Game doesn't end because it's 1-0 in the first period. And it's a
that was Tram with the assist.
Well, the assist leader gets another one for the Sioux Falls West team. Nathan gonna have a whistle and
we got a hand pass. We're gonna have a hand pass. You cannot advance the puck to somebody else with your hand. It's not illegal in hockey. You can kick it a little bit. You can't kick the puck in the goal. That's not allowed, but you can play it off your skates and forward it to a teammate. But hand pass will do a face-off outside the Sioux Falls. I'm going to go mid-ice.
A good catch on that hand pass. I saw what the official was signaling, and it looked like he was trying to go bowling. So not really the weather for that here.
That's about right. We could, bowling on ice, that'd be a lot of fun, wouldn't it? We'll try that one.
It'd be fun to watch. I'm not going to take part in it, that's for sure. Puck goes behind the net for Yankton right now. They're trying to play it out. Sioux Falls West trying to put on the pressure, putting it near their blue line. I don't know if that was a shot taken, but it was knocked away by a West player as he picked it up. Back to the blue line for the Flyers. This one going in, kicked away by Moeller.
I think the biggest thing here for the Bucks, try to get out of this period, not down any worse, 1-0. Can they maybe get it tied up? Bryce try to get through this last 4 minutes. Oh, the backside there!
And there it is, backside goal. It looked like it was Tucker Rankin on the assist, and the man who put it away was Kylan O'Connor. His 5th goal of the season for O'Connor. It's 1-1 here at the Yankton Ice Arena, thanks to Kylan O'Connor and his link-up with Tucker Rankin.
Oh, that's just perfect way to do it. What a great answer for the Bucks. Keep the pressure on. Yeah, same thing. You get the backside open on the rebound, gets the goal, and we're tied 1-1.
It's a whole new matchup here. Quick answer, too. Wasted no time getting back on the board. That Jackson Henry goal went in with 5:28 to go in the first period. Less than a minute goes off the game clock before O'Connor answers.
Yeah, Tucker Rankin, you got it called right there, Brayden. Nice call on it. Nice way to get this thing tied up. See what kind of momentum we can get going here. Sioux Falls with a lot of pressure.
They had a shot from the
blue line. That's not going to count. The net came loose, I believe. That happens. It's dead on the ice. But yeah, Sioux Falls came back in a flurry there. That is so fun to call that in the action when you see those goals go in like that. Right, that's what makes hockey so fun as a fan, to watch the speed of the game and a quick turnaround. for the Bucks.
I know watching it from home, I know in studying, this is my first hockey broadcast for play-by-play. Nothing truly prepares you for the speed of this game. It's so fast, it's electric, and it's a lot of fun.
Well, it's so much quicker in person when you see it versus TV, but we're going to get another chance for the Bucks. A little offensive power here.
Ladwig had it. He gives it to Paraxlis. Back to Ladwig. He's on that left side. Trying to go cross ice. He was looking for Cooper Larson. Shot taken off the leg of Mesher.
Had a back door there, too. Had a chance.
Puck gets dumped into the Yankton side. Paraxlis looking to pick it up. It's actually going to be picked up by Jack Campbell. Not the linebacker for the Lions.
Hey, we're both Lions fans. Did you know that? I don't know if I told you that before.
Oh, you got me confused with our news director, Josh Bolter.
No, Josh is the Lions. Yeah, him and
I don't want to admit what I'm a fan of. People
Josh,
make fun of me.
I'm sorry.
I'm a Cowboys fan.
You had to bring that up, though. That's all right.
Hey, I do appreciate, as an Iowan, I do appreciate a good Iowa linebacker. And Jack Campbell, he's pretty good. One of the better young linebackers in the league right now. Back out on the ice. Sioux Falls West is on the front foot. They're going to be taken away. Got a C on the chest. That's Captain Ashton Rankin who had it.
Good job by the Bucks getting it out of here. They had to work hard to get it out of there. See if they can get a little offensive pressure on the other end.
They were trying to start that pressure. It was taken away by West. Picked back up by the Bucks. Tough angle for us right now as it's near side from our position in the Fairfield Inn & Suites broadcast booth. Puck going down floor, trying to stop it there. Trying to stop it was Wyatt Johnson, as you mentioned, another souvenir. Went off of his stick as he was trying to slow down the pace of the puck, went into the stands.
Yeah, too bad he couldn't receive that right on the stick because he had nobody with him for as far as Sioux Falls defense. Had a little bit of open zone there. Would have been a nice chance for Wyatt.
So we're heading to this face-off. We want to thank the UPS store offering packing and shipping plus printing services, mailboxes, and direct mail services, helping small businesses reach their goals. Both these teams trying to reach more goals right now as it's 1-1 in the first period. Trying to find Pedersen on the breakaway, but it was taken away. Good recovery by West. Pedersen just couldn't quite get the handle on it he wanted.
Yeah, just had a little bit of a defender right in his way. And it just takes just that much in this game, Caden, to just disrupt something.
Now on the left wing. Trying to play it out of their own zone.
It's called you Caden, not Brayden. Sorry about that. Caden Hunoff, I'm thinking about him on the ice. So.
Hey, it's okay. It's not the worst thing I've been called. Just ask Bryce. he used to mess up my name on purpose just to mess with me when I started. He's not listening right now, but sports director Bryce Ladwig here at KYNT is on the camera today. Busy day for him. A couple of basketball games earlier on. I was out there with him running camera. We swapped places for this one.
Yeoman's duty by you guys. Great job.
It's been a busy weekend for Yankton Athletics. Had a couple basketball games yesterday, too. At the collegiate level, Mount Marty had a doubleheader today out in Orange City. They were swept by Northwestern in that one. Scramble in front of net right now. Puck slips away. Whistle was blown before the puck slipped into the net.
He blew it dead. He pointed like he's got to go over. They're going to talk about it. You know about Mount Marty, though, they did take a doubleheader in baseball down in Omaha today.
Yeah,
they played Mount Mercy out of Iowa, so they took 3 out of 4 in that.
Yeah, 3 out of 4, 3-1 to start the season for Mount Marty baseball. We'll have coverage of that. We pick that up when GPAC conference play starts. Tell Tanner will be on the call for those.
I don't know what the discussion is here. He blew the whistle dead. The puck was not. I mean, once it's dead, the player's going to stop. I think they're going to face off down there. No goal. That's the right call.
No goal from the officials, and it might as well be time to say that your officials in this game are brought to you by South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the ice, laying down the law there for the men in the stripes.
So we got shots on goal so far. Brayden 15 for Sioux Falls, 6 for the Bucks. They get a nice recovery. It was like 9-1 just a little bit ago. So nice to see the Bucks get a little bit of offensive pressure going on here. I don't know why Sioux Falls would even be talking about this.
I believe one of the officials was saying, give me a captain, and then the Sioux Falls back down on it. As you mentioned, though, 15-6 on shots on goals. It was 50-10 last time these two teams played. Yankton's offense definitely getting out on the front foot and getting some opportunities more often than they were last time these teams met. O'Connor had it. He has the goal in this one. Goes to Pedersen, now to Rankin. Rankin up to Pedersen. Looks like he has O'Connor at the back post, but can't get it to him.
He did it. Just couldn't quite get it across to him. Trying to regroup here again on the Yankton's end of the rink.
And they bring it behind their own net here, trying to play it out. Heavy pressure from a couple Sioux Falls West players. It's back to about the midline before it's picked up again by the Flyers. They dump it in, taken away by Pedersen. He's going to play it over to Rankin. He knocks it down with his skate, trying to get it up to Kylan O'Connor.
Just out of reach, huh? That would have been a nice opportunity for the Bucks.
O'Connor had both the men beat back there for West, and we're going to get some line change as well. I see Ladwig coming back in for the Bucks, as well as Cooper Larson, Connor Paraxlis. This is going to blow as that one is in the glove of Luke Moeller in net, just as the one puck got by him so far today. He's been a busy man, 17 shots on goal. He's made 16 saves.
Yeah, so under a minute to go here. Going to be a face-off in the Yankton zone. See if they can get this out of here. No worse damage being tied would be great. Got to really concentrate on the defensive end here, Brayden, to finish this period out.
Got to make sure you give no open lanes to Sioux Falls West. You'd love to go into the break in a 1-1 matchup. Goes near the midline, dumped back in by the Flyers. It's going to be picked up by Yankton, though. Jackson Toms. Bucks trying to go on the front foot. Picked up in the Sioux Falls West defensive end. A couple Bucks applying pressure. Now it's played up the ice. Tom's trying to pick it up behind his own net. Gets knocked along the boards a little bit.
Can't fall asleep here. A little danger zone down here.
Under 10 seconds to go, so this is not the time you want to make a mistake. Maybe just trying to see this period out right now for the Bucks. It's a scramble for the puck. There's 5 bodies back there. Under 1 second to go, there's the horn. We are going to go to the period break here. There's a couple of players exchanging pleasantries near the net right now for the Bucks and the Flyers. No whistles.
It's always a friendly conversation, probably, what they're talking.
Oh, I mean, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Maybe they're making some plans for the future. Hey, you never know. But we go to our first period break here on KYNTV. Got quite a bit of time before we come back for the second period. So we will have your period intermission brought to you by Avera Moving Health Forward when we return here on KYNTV. It's 1-1, Yankton and Sioux Falls West, as the Bucks trying to avenge an early season loss to the Flyers and keep their march trying to make the playoffs for the first time in varsity program history. We'll be back in a couple minutes with your Avera period intermission brought to you by Avera. Back in a couple minutes.
Introducing the perfect match for your Yankton High School basketball nights. Ben's Brewing Downtown and KYNTV. Whether it's a game-winning free throw, thrilling three-pointer, or the biggest rivalry matchup, Ben's will amplify your spirit and bring the video streaming excitement to you. Gather your friends and family, tune into the action, and enjoy every moment with the area's biggest Yankton sports fans. Ben's Brewing Downtown is your courtside seat to buzzer-beating moments.
If KYNTV is streaming it, it's on at Ben's Brewing Downtown.
Rodents want to make your home their home. Pesky invaders go in search of warm housing and food for the winter. An invasion of rodents can be costly and can contribute to disease and contamination of products. So trust the experts to keep them out. Olson Pest Technicians is family-owned with over 80 years of experience. Even the toughest infestations don't stand a chance. Olson Pest Technicians, putting pests to rest since 1966. Call 800-KIL-BUGS.
When you need to be sure, make it Sureco. For over 40 years, Sureco has been revolutionizing the tarping industry. From the original Sherlock side-to-side roll tarp to the 4500 series electric tarp to the ProTrap electric hoppers, Sureco has been exceeding the needs of farms and fleets across the U.S. and beyond. When only the best will do, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us online at Sureco.com. Make it Sureco.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411.
Sports injuries can be the result of competitive activities, but can also happen by just participating in leisure activities too. If you're experiencing pain as the result of your chosen activity, consider chiropractic care. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. We have experienced chiropractors that work with sports injuries every day. Our treatment options are aimed to minimize pain, reduce recovery time, and reduce risk of future injuries. Visit First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
You've heard the saying, if it's too good to be true, it probably is.
Well, at Larry's Heating and Cooling, we don't believe in gimmicks, but rather selling you the best heating and cooling unit for your home at a guaranteed low price. Don't fall for the smoke and mirrors. Before you buy a heating and cooling unit, call Larry's Heating and Cooling for a free estimate. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion, 605-665-9461 or 605-624-0034.
This sports season, keep your athlete hydrated with sparkling ice. Choose from a rainbow of colors and flavors, each sourced from nature with vitamins, antioxidants, and zero sugar. Sparkling ice. Tease your taste buds with tropical flavor. And rehydrate with Prime Hydration. The perfect combination of flavor and function, changing how you refresh, replenish, and refuel. With 5 awesome flavors and no added sugar, you're getting the taste you want without anything you don't. Prime Hydration, the perfect boost for every endeavor.
Welcome back in here on KYNTV. We're at your period break, brought to you. Your period intermission, brought to you by Avera Moving Health Forward. Period breaks are brought to you by Alani New Energy Drinks. Wellness should feel good and taste good, which is why Alani New Energy Drinks should be part of your daily routine. Increase physical performance and boost focus with just 10 calories, no sugar or gluten. Alani New Energy Drinks are a healthy way to fuel your fun. Take a look at your Edward Jones financial advisor Colby Cook to scoreboard. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Contact Colby Cook to your Edward Jones financial advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. 1-1 at the end of one. 17 shots on goal for Sioux Falls West, 6 for Yankton. It's a bit of a discrepancy, but nowhere near as much as it was early on the first game of the season. And let's get right into talk about how aggressive that was from Yankton on the attacking front in that first period of play. They were trying to match pace for pace with Sioux Falls West, which is something not a lot of teams can say they can do in this league. And they did a very good job of it. We're at 1-1 at the end of one.
Well, there's a reason Sioux Falls West is 13-4, Brayden. I mean, they're a good team. And, the first time these squads met up in Sioux Falls, it was all Flyers. But I was impressed the way Yankton came out and started off, got a shot on net right away. Didn't go, but was able to show that they're going to come out here and play hard on the offensive end. Sioux Falls West have finally kept chipping away at things and got that goal on the backside. But, boy, Yankton answered that quickly with a goal of their own less than a minute later. Again, almost, the backdoor opportunity there. And so I think Coach Pedersen's going to like the flow of the game, the speed, the aggressiveness, basically going toe-to-toe with each other. And, hey, that's where you want to be. No worse than 1-1 after one. Yeah, ones are dominating the scoreboard right now. And, you play this game shift at a time. You play it, obviously, a period at a time. And see what you can be where you're at after 2 periods will be our next, be your next step as a coach and a team. So, yeah, that makes it fun, and you can see it. It's just a lot of great action up and down the ice, and it's a great spectator sport.
You mentioned 1-1 after one. It has been a great spectator sport. A lot of spectators in the stands today for both teams, but those are your fans of the game, brought to you by Triple Time Rudy's. Whether you're traveling to a home or away game, be sure to fuel up at Triple Time Rudy's, located at 1606 Broadway Avenue. Let's talk about those 2 goals in the first half, one for each team. One scored by Jackson Henry for Sioux Falls West. He was assisted by Mason Schramm, that's his 29th assist, team leading assist for Schramm this season. For Jackson Henry, that was his 11th goal of the year. On the other side, Kylan O'Connor, just under a minute later, was able to answer off of an assist from Tucker Rinkin. That would be his 10th assist of the year, so he's in double digits in that category. That was the 5th goal for Kylan O'Connor. Those are your stats, brought to you by Mayor Signs. It's time to review the look of your business signage. Let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, lit, non-lit, digital, and much more. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. And Dave, I just want to throw it to you here. How important was it for Yankton to, under a minute of game time off the clock, be able to answer like that, coming back after the first goal by Jackson Henry?
Well, as any kind of sporting event, momentum is always huge, right? So Sioux Falls gets the early momentum. So many times you see if they got that and a team gets their dauber down a little bit, and boom, they come back with another one. It's 2-0. You're down 2. But for Yankton to answer the bell so nicely, they come right back at it down on Sioux Falls' end of the rink, down in their zone with a great play there to find again, a shot on. If you get that shot on, just like both these goals have been, come off the rebound, if you're in the right spot, it's easy to put it right in there. So you catch that goalie off guard, he's out of position. I don't care how quick they think they can be. It's hard to get back on and cover that whole net. So I think it's just a great momentum builder for the Bucks to keep this thing even. And so we'll see if they can maintain that after taking a break here. And I'm sure Sioux Falls West will be thinking the same thing. We want to get the momentum early in the second period.
Been a fun first period. We still got 2 more to go. Currently Zamboni time during this intermission. And we'll talk a little bit about that Zamboni and the Yankton Area Ice Association when we come back. We're going to go to a quick break here. This is part of this is your period intermission brought to you by Avera, moving health forward. Back in a couple minutes. We'll talk about that Zamboni, and then we'll also get ramped up for the second period.
I think Bryce wants to ride. Bryce wants to drive the Zamboni is what he's saying over there. So
drive it. He wants to drive it.
The Zamboni. Yep.
Drive the Zamboni. This is your, don't quit your day job, but that could always be a night gig for you, driving the Zamboni. Bryce Ladwig, KYNT Sports Director, on camera today. Obviously, thank you to him and the Yankton Area Ice Association. All this is possible because of their work together. We're going to take a quick break, come back. We'll talk more about that Zamboni and the Yankton Area Ice Association when we return here on KYNTV. He's Dave Spencer. I'm Brayden Butler. Thank you for joining us so far. Back in a couple minutes.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT. Call 605-665-4567 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
Maybe you're months past due for a dental cleaning and checkup, or have had a nagging toothache for weeks but haven't made an appointment. If you're putting off going to the dentist because you don't have dental insurance and are worried about costs, worry no more. Elwood Family Dental Care has a solution for you. Sign up for the new Dental Savings Program and enjoy discounts on dental services including cleanings, x-rays, fillings, crowns, and TMJ pain. Take the first step towards better oral health by contacting Elwood Family Dental Care and enrolling in the Dental Savings Program.
Join the South Dakota Coyote women's basketball team Saturday, February 17th at 6 o'clock in the Sanford Coyote Sports Center for the annual Pink Out game against the St. Thomas Tommies. Fans are encouraged to wear pink in support of breast cancer awareness. Tickets are available now at GoYotes.com. That's Saturday, February 17th. Tip-off at 6 o'clock against St. Thomas. We are South Dakota.
Hey Yankton, are you looking to start the new year off with a bang? Well, we have that bang for you. Hydro Maintenance. We are currently hiring for maintenance mechanics and PLC technicians. No day is like the next at Hydro Maintenance. We offer day one benefits, monthly profit sharing, and a variety of shifts. Contact me, Evie, today at jobs.hydro.com. Search Yankton. That's jobs.hydro.com. Search Yankton, where we are aluminum.
Medicare coverage is not a one-size-fits-all coverage. Do you like to travel? Are you wanting to spend your winters down south? Or just spend some time with your grandkids? Make sure you choose a plan that fits your needs and will travel with you. Visit Julie at Missouri River Associates to review your upcoming Medicare or your current needs. That's Julie at Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
Attention homeowners, if you've been on the fence about selling, I'd love the opportunity to sit and visit with you. With low inventory, now would be a good time to call me, Deb Speck at Vision Real Estate. I'll provide you with a free market analysis and a no-pressure approach. Call me at 605-664-5555 to find out if now is the right time to make a move.
Traveling to Yankton for business or pleasure? Then book your stay at Yankton's two best hotels, the Fairfield Inn and Suites and Holiday Inn Express. Both are conveniently located to everything in Yankton. Both offer complimentary hot breakfast and meeting rooms for business travelers. And if you want a great rate and still be able to change your reservation without a hassle, call either hotel direct. The Fairfield and Holiday Inn Express, two great hotel choices when visiting or arranging rooms for guests to Yankton.
How's the ads working out for you?
We're here live from the Fairfield Inn broadcast booth. Fairfield Inn, Yankton's newest, that was the old read. Still Fairfield Inn and Suites, but they got a new reader. Hot breakfast, large family rooms, and a great location can be found at the Fairfield Inn and Suites at 2607 Broadway Avenue or by calling 605-653-2250. Shows how many times I had to say the old one, the fact that I still remember it even when I'm not looking at it. I'm Brayden Butler, joined by Dave Spencer here for Yankton Bucks Hockey on KYNTV. There's a little bit of housekeeping we got to take care of before we get to the second period because I might have lied a little bit. There were infractions in that dust-up at the end of the period. We'll talk about those when we get into the second period, but first, people have already seen it on camera. All brand new Zamboni is what you were telling me here for the Yankton Area Ice Association. How did the Ice Association come into that? And obviously it does a great job out there when it's cleaning up the ice.
Yeah, you got to clean the ice. And so Frank Zamboni, you look that up, Google that guy's name. That was the inventor of the Zamboni. So it's hence lived forever, but it's the rink's third Zamboni. That is a brand new one. The previous Zambonis we had, Brayden, were used. Quite used in the first case, very first one we had, and the second one we got was a used one as well, better shape. But this one's brand new. A lot of money was raised for that, and a new refrigeration system that went in over the summer. The current Zamboni we have did come in late season last year, and it's been a great piece of equipment. The refrigeration's done really well, but I'm going to send hats off and hands out to the Yankton community for helping us raise that money. It was over $300,000, Brayden, to do those upgrades. And this is our 19th year of the rink. Some of those things just need to be done. Again, this rink is privately funded, so donations, individuals, businesses, the advertisers that you see in the rink, that's what helped build this rink. It keeps this facility going. It keeps the rates reasonable for the skaters because they do pay to play. It's club sport, so they get no support from the high schools in the state. They do play their own state championship, and as you mentioned, the standings are out there for all the squads. They make a state tournament of eight teams, but yeah, it's just another great example of the Yankton community giving to a dream that could come true, and part of it was getting a Zamboni, getting the boards and glass, getting the refrigeration system, and eventually had to build a building. And the partnership we have between Yankton Ice and Yankton County 4-H clubs allowed this to happen, and it's been a great partnership over the years. Both associations get to use the buildings from time to time when they need it. Obviously, ice season, we're running it during the ice season. 4-H will run theirs during the summer season, and that's why we're where we're at.
Yankton community once again getting behind their athletics any way they can. It's community funded, and the community always does a great job of supporting. Do want to mention some housekeeping. That dust up at the end of the first period did end in 2 penalties. They will both be accredited at 17-minute mark of the second period. As we're doing that housekeeping, Sioux Falls West gets on the attacking front quick, fast, and in a hurry, and puts one top right corner, just getting past Luke Moeller. Good breakaway for West. Didn't quite catch the number on the sweater, so I'll have to listen for the PA to
got 30 on the net, 30 on the goal.
30 on the goal. That'd be Keegan Clancy. If that is him, it'd be his 13th goal of the year, 22nd point total.
Yeah, dude. 66 on the assist and 74 on the assist.
So that'd be Nathan Rankin and Jack Campbell, who both got in there to help assist that.
That was just a great breakaway there, Caden. And I would say breakaway, but breakout from the face-off. And again, a great pass on the backside. You talked about early in the pregame. You got to disrupt those passing lanes and get a body on a body. And Yankton was just a little slow to react. And that's a real quick goal. We talked about momentum here in the second period. We'll see if the Bucks can answer this thing.
We are going to get to those two infractions that happened at the end of the first period. There was a cross-check against Sioux Falls West. That one was awarded to number 89, Alex Chan. And then there was a roughing called against Yankton. That was number 11, Anders Van Olsen. And since those offsetting infractions, there's a nice glove save by Luke Moeller. Might have been going over the crossbar, so I don't know if they're going to credit him with a save, but good glove work from him. Since it was offsetting penalties at the end of the half, that's why we started even strength to start the second.
Right, so there's two players do have to serve the penalty, but both teams will play with a full squad. And then when the 2 minutes are over for the penalty and the first whistle comes, then those players can get out of the box, be eligible to get back on the ice.
Yankton trying to control off the face-off. A couple players go down there. One lost his stick for Yankton. That's Easton Velick who lost it. Puck trying to get away. Sioux Falls West moving left to right.
Looks like Velick took a little bit of a backward move there, kind of got bent backwards. He's going to want to come off the ice. He's kind of hurting.
It's a physical game, and one of the good things about these line
but
changes.
he throws it in the zone. He throws it in the Sioux Falls zone before he goes to the box. That's a true player right there.
They say hockey players are some of the toughest athletes, if not the toughest athletes in all of organized sports. And taking a big hit, needing to get off the ice, still trying to get the puck into play for your team, dumping it down there. As that one's going to be gloved by Sioux Falls West. Easton Mesher gloved it, and we're going to have a face-off.
Yeah, so we'll have a face-off in the Sioux Falls zone here. Let's see if Yankton can win this, get it back to a defenseman, and maybe get a shot on, and maybe catch a rebound, put one back in the basket. Right there it is.
Shot was wide to the right. It was Ashton Rankin who was on it, trying to get it quickly off that face-off and send it towards net. Not sure if it hit off of a defender's stick or just didn't get the touch he wanted on it. West trying to go the other way now through the center. Rankin picks it up, goes off the boards, looking for a teammate, picked up by the Flyers. They're out on that left flank, now going behind net. Pushing it around the boards. It's going to be picked up by the Bucks. On off near it, as well as Mason Schramm for Sioux Falls West. Schramm actually has it right now behind net, trying to find some openings. Leads the team in assists right now, so that is not the guy you want to see with the puck on his stick if you're Yankton. He's been setting up his teammates all year long.
Yeah, good player there. Obviously, Yankton trying to get out of the zone here. A little trouble here. They've got an opportunity right here.
Trying to catch Sioux Falls West on a line change. That one went up high off the glass and the boards.
Close to being offsides. They just weren't quite. They were online. They were good.
One of those close plays here. Sioux Falls West still in the attacking zone. It looks like Moeller was covering that near post like his life depended on it. He'll cover it. Got a little Tom Sawyer rush play here.
Yeah, always great music selection down here at the rink. So the coincidental penalties are over. So the infracted players can come back into play. I think it's really important here for Yankton to not give up another goal here. Try to keep this thing within one. Try to get some momentum back.
Now, neither Van Olsen or Chan are on the floor right now from the looks of it, but they can come back on the ice whenever their line gets shifted back in.
Yeah, I just want to try to see if you can get something to stop this thing without. There's going to be another stop by Moeller. He's getting a lot of opportunities.
Well, they're starting to get busy in this second period. Sioux Falls West on the attack. It looked like they were looking to that back post. Marking the man, though, at that back post was Elijah Larson. Did not really give up any sort of a lane. If that puck gets past Moeller, he was there to knock it away and not give any redirect.
Yeah, it's so important to watch that backside there. The goalie's got one corner covered, but who's got him on the backside? And one of his defensemen hopefully are there.
Shot from a long way out, goes over the net entirely. Puck knocked down as it was fluttered up in the air. Another shot taken near goal, and looked like Moeller went up to cover his face a little bit there. I don't know if there was a stick that got high when he was in front of net.
Oh boy, another close one. But you can tell Sioux Falls, they come out with some fire here in the second period.
Team that knows that they are one of the best teams in the league on paper, and they're trying to prove that today against Yankton. And the Bucks caught them in that first period, making it a 1-1 matchup. Sioux Falls West did come out of the gates hot. Quick goal about 12 seconds into this second period, so we didn't even have time to finish what we were talking about, wrapping up the period intermission. So that one's going to slide all the way back to Moeller in net. He's going to try to send it up the ice. Line change for Sioux Falls West, not able to capitalize on it were the Bucks. See Connor Paraxlis on the ice, as well as Cooper Larson. Jason Logic out there as well for Yankton. Right in front of their own bench now are Sioux Falls West. Shot taken from the blue line. That is gloved. Almost looked like a catcher there.
Yeah, the perfect. Luke Moeller had no obstructed view, anything there blocking his view, Brayden. That's doesn't sound easy, but maybe he made it look easy. I mean, it's just a clear shot there. You just hate when those defensemen fire it in there. It goes off of somebody else, gets redirected, and then sometimes the goals are given up that way.
You know, we talk about shots on goal being fairly even in that first period, and that being important for Yankton to keep close. No shots on goal in this period for Yankton. Yeah. Multiple for Sioux Falls West. They're up to 23. I believe they were only at 15 at the period break.
17-6. I think it was 17-6.
17-6 at the breaks. They already got 6.
Better keep track of that.
They already got 6 in this period alone, and we are just over 4 minutes in. Averaging more than a shot on goal per minute. There's another glove by Luke Moeller. Pretty nifty with the glove out there in between the pipes.
Be helpful if you're a first baseman to play goalie, would you think? Flip that glove. It's a big old mitt, just like a first baseman's glove.
You know, you say you got to be pretty flexible to play first base, too, on the stretches. Obviously, you got to have a lot of leg flexibility, hip flexibility as well.
No doubt about it. No doubt.
I think that's one of the most underrated parts of hockey. You think of hockey guys maybe as just big lumbering dudes. You think of the goons of the olden days, still around in the NHL, but not exactly at this level. There's a lot of flexibility involved to play hockey as well.
Yeah, it's quite a skill set. You think about you're on the edge of a little piece of metal on that skate. It's keeping you upright, and to be able to move like they do, it's an amazing skill.
Quite literally, the razor's edge, and they're able to get around better than I can walk around my house.
Yeah.
Still in the Yankton end right now in possession of Sioux Falls West. That one gets in front of the net. Another trap there by Luke Moeller. He's going to smother it for another face-off.
Yeah, we'll get some line changes here. I haven't seen Jack Pedersen's coming off here, number 10 for the Bucks. He's going to stay out there on this line.
I think it's first line for Yankton as Rankin is out there as well as Kylan O'Connor.
Yeah.
Pedersen maybe just was the first guy to get out there for a line change.
Well, he's in good shape. Most of these skaters by this time of the season, Brayden, they're in good shape, but you can't be out there for a real long period of time.
Another dangerous area here for Sioux Falls West knocked away. Kylan O'Connor was the last one to touch it for the Bucks, but it's taken along the blue line. Redirect in front of net. Pushed back into his netting there was Luke Moeller, but he's able to smother it again. It's going to be another face-off.
Well, let's see if the Bucks can weather the storm here. They're getting a lot of pressure on that defensive end of the zone, and Luke Moeller's doing a great job. He's getting down. Got the glove going. He's got his leg pads out, but got to get some help from his defense to try to get the puck flipped to the other end of the zone, the other end of the rink.
I know anything about Yankton just this last January, early to mid-January. We know a thing or two about weather and storms these days, especially when cold's involved. Still behind the Yankton net here, trying to play it in front. Moeller was there. Don't know if it went off of him, but there was a player in front of net for Sioux Falls West. Started to get on the attack, but it's dumped back into the Yankton end.
Another tough thing, Brayden, is when you're on that end of the rink and the Yankton's bench is on the other end, you can't even get a defenseman or an offensive player can't even hardly get a change-up because you can't leave the net alone.
It's going to be another save, I believe, glove side again. Yeah, he did trap it with the glove.
So here we got opportunity with the whistle to change up some players. Both squads will do that.
Just look back to my left at Easton Mesher, the goalkeeper for Sioux Falls West. He's had a pretty simple second period there. He's doing no shots on goal. Hasn't been a lot of time even on his end of the floor. Yankton's got to try to put the pressure on, break some of this pressure that Sioux Falls West is putting on.
Yeah, they really got to find a way to try to get this. Again, Sioux Falls West has been very aggressive here in this second period so far.
Well, still with it in front of goal. Looks like Paraxlos picks it up for a moment, trying to take it behind the net, taken back away by West. Shot on goal, blocked again. Luke Moeller. It's not hyperbole when we said it earlier, or Coach Terry Pedersen says it when we talk to him. He is one of the best goalies in the entire state.
Yeah, he's got great reflexes. He's been doing it a long time. This kid started at a young age. They want to be a goalie. If they stick with it, they've got a lot of practice trying to stop that puck.
And into the neutral zone for a moment was the puck, but now it's sent back to Yankton's side. Rolls around behind the net. Oh, look, I was trying to flick it around the post there for Sioux Falls West. That's number 10 for them, Jackson Brewer. Yankton in possession, now pushing it, trying to get into Sioux Falls West side. They've crossed the blue line into Sioux Falls West side of the ice. Little line change as well. Yankton trying to get some fresh legs out there as they were pushing the tempo, but Sioux Falls West takes it back, going the other way now. That's Chan. He was part of that offsetting penalty situation from the end of the first period. Shot taken, but it was saved by Luke Moeller.
Yeah, good recovery there by the Bucks. Sometimes you got to be careful, Brayden. Someone's going to break away with it. You got three defenders trying to cover one person. It's a numbers game. Someone might be open on the backside. So, again, the term double team, that doesn't really happen in hockey. It shouldn't happen in hockey because you can't afford to leave somebody open.
Looks like the official talking to a couple players, making sure they're set up in the right areas for this face-off. Face-off controlled for a moment for Sioux Falls West. Rattles around the boards, trying to push the tempo. Still keeping on the pressure. Went off the glove of Moeller. Actually, I believe he cupped it and then passed it off to his teammate there. So good play by Moeller.
Yeah, I thought he had an opportunity for one of his teammates to take the puck and go outside the zone. I think we're going to get an icing call here on Yankton.
Push down the ice. And it looks like it's exactly what it will be. And if I wasn't sure, there's vanilla ice.
Yeah.
Going to get a line change as well for the Bucks.
I know a lot of people are watching. Brayden, I know the word got out, for KYNTV doing this thing, and got forwarded, even shared with people in Sioux Falls so they could watch, maybe from up there and people from out of town and from out of state. So welcome to all those hockey fans tonight.
Hey, hockey's a sport that's growing in popularity. It's obviously been popular overseas for a long time, and in Canada, it's growing in popularity day by day, it feels like, here in America.
Yeah, and even in some non-traditional markets, there's teams in California and Florida and all over the United States.
Got a breakaway here for Sioux Falls West, and they do beat him on the breakaway. That's going to be number 30 on the goal. It's going to be another one for Keegan Clancy, his second of the period and his second in the match. Didn't quite see who the Flyers player that set him up was, so we'll wait for the official to let us know.
Yeah, same combination, 74 and 66 on the assist.
So Jack Campbell and Nathan Rankin set up Keegan Clancy. That's not deja vu, it's just the same occurrence as earlier this period.
Now just got a nice breakaway there and got that right under the pad of Luke Moeller for the Bucks, and this is where you want to try to stem this momentum shift here. Right, don't want to go down any worse than 3-1. See if you can get one back. Got plenty of time. Just got to get a little more aggressive on the offensive end.
You want to control that puck and get into the Sioux Falls West side of things.
There we go.
Spent a very little time on that side of the ice. Now on the breakaway, Kylan O'Connor. He's got one goal already. Tries to back pass to Pedersen. Taken away for a moment. Pedersen still trying to get it. He's knocked down along the boards. He's getting rode a little bit as he's along the boards as he fell along with a player from Sioux Falls West. I believe it's Alex Carlson. Everybody's back to their skates, though.
That should be icing on Sioux Falls, and it will be. So that'll come all the way back to the Sioux Falls zone.
No, we didn't have we had only one icing in the first, say, 17 plus about 8 minutes into the second period. So 25 minutes of this one. We've had 2 icings in the last minute and a half.
Well, that's the best offensive zone pressure we've had here in the second period, Brayden, for the Bucks. They need to keep it on there. We've played nearly 10 minutes of the second period here and have not got a shot on net yet.
And most of that 10 minutes, as you mentioned, has been where the puck is right now, on Yankton's side of the ice, not where they want to be, near the blue line right now, dumped in for Sioux Falls West. Picked up behind the net, trying to work the left side, cross-ice pass. Jason Logic there trying to take it away, still in possession of the Flyers. Played in front of net, either went off the stick of Toms or off the blocker of Moeller. Either way, it popped out and along the boards. Another play near side that's going to just be trapped and smothered by Moeller. Going to bring on another face-off here. 3-1 is your score here in the second period of play. And you can see Sioux Falls West has just piled on the shots in this second period. It was 17-6 after one. It is now 35-6 for shots on goal.
Yeah,
this is more like what we saw earlier in the year.
Yeah, it's a numbers game, but Luke Moeller's doing a great job. Kind of keep them within striking distance here. See if they can still weather this storm and get something going on offense.
Yeah, that's what you need there. Sedlacek takes the puck away, goes between the legs of a defender, and it looks like a miscommunication there between him and Paraxlis as the puck just got kind of left in no man's land. Another shot blocked by Moeller, picked up by Sedlacek. Sedlacek to Paraxlis, trying to push that left side along the boards. A lot of contact over there. Larson picks it up. Now it's going to roll behind the net. Pushing on the right side. West trying to get in possession. It's going to be dumped into the Sioux Falls West side of things. Mesher circles around his net. Maybe just wants to get some blood flowing, as it has been all Sioux Falls West in this second period. Yankton trying to change that, though. Heavy contact along the board. Still in possession for the Bucks.
Chance. Puck out in the middle.
Had a lot of Sioux Falls West players flowing to the far side of the rink. And there's going to be a shot on net that's going to be smothered by Mesher. First shot on goal of this second period comes with 7:06 to go.
Oh, that's what you want. You want to get some pressure on this end here. Keep the puck down at this end of the zone or the rink. Make this goaltender work a little bit. But Sioux Falls has been just so quick to the puck, great on their passing, and they've really stepped it up the effort here in the second period.
Sioux Falls West has done a good job going tape to tape, as you mentioned. Their passing has been something. There's a breakaway, 2-on-1. Clancy already has 2 goals this period. That one clanked off the iron. Puck saucered in.
Yeah, that was a great. That's what happens when you get a 2-on-1 breakaway like that, like West had. Nice shot off, went just off the post.
You saw Moeller there playing it. didn't really come out, but shaded to the left side of the net, his left side, which would be the right from where we're looking, because that's where Clancy's coming from.
It's all angles for the goalie. Cut down those angles.
Clancy just didn't get it where he wanted to. He was trying to aim for that top left corner. He went top bin earlier. And there's a long shot, gloved away by Moeller. 37-7 now, your shots on goal in favor of West, and that one's off of the glove and in. Looked like Moeller couldn't get the webbing of the glove up to it, so just trying to knock it up and over the netting, and it went up top right corner. There's going to be another goal for Sioux Falls West.
Goal is 66, assist by 30. 6-6,
Well, Nathan Rankin and Keegan Clancy hook up again, but this time you can flip the scripts as Clancy gets the assist and Rankin gets his first goal of the matchup.
I was just going to say, is that possession of the puck deep in the zone, Yankton was bunched up. That almost 3-on-1 trying to get that puck away and just did not react quick enough.
Yankton trying to put the pressure on after the faceoff. They control it out of it. Pedersen tried to get that goal right back, but it's gloved by Mesher. Good opportunity there for Pedersen trying to answer quickly like what we saw in the first period from this Yankton Bucks team. But that one is a good save from Mesher.
Well, you can tell Jack had shot a lot of pucks in the offseason. I mean, you see how quick that was with that wrist shot. I mean, he's just so quick to the move on there, and he's going to stay on this shift. See if the Bucks get a little pressure, maybe get one back.
Quick with the feet, quick with the hands as well as Jack Pedersen. He's near the boards right now. He had the puck. He played it back to the blue line. Cross blue line pass, went off a ricochet and went around the netting. Pedersen looked like he was going to pick it up, but it floats back near the blue line. Player loses his stick for Sioux Falls West. And Kylan O'Connor was looking for somebody. Only found a Sioux Falls West player. He's able to pick it back up to Pedersen. That one's going to sneak in. That's snuck in, bottom left corner. Sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good, but Jack Pedersen put that right where it needed to be, slipped in that bottom left corner, and gets around Easton Mesher.
Yeah, the goalie wanted the net off, but I believe the puck went in before and the goalie knocked it off, but not by any intentional doing that, but just by the reaction going after. But I think the referees are right to count that goal.
I'll write it down in our official stats.
Oh, they're going to call it off.
They're going to make me cross it off. That's tough for Yankton. That was a good play from Jack Pedersen, sneaking it into the corner. Official's going to confer and say the goal was off before it crossed the line.
Yeah, I don't know if he maybe slipped underneath the net. That was a nifty little shot by Pedersen there. Caught the goalie off guard, but they're going to take it off.
Still says 4-2 on the scoreboard. There it goes. They take it off. 4-1 it remains. So I crossed Jack Pedersen's name off. Unfortunately for now, maybe we'll get back in there later. 4-1, Yankton trailing Sioux Falls West with 5:45 to go in the second period.
If anything, that might give a little confidence here, Brayden, for the Bucks. You know, they can get a shot on there and had a chance to peek one in there.
Sometimes all you need to see is for it to hit the back of the net. You'd like it to stick on the scoreboard, but here's a breakaway for Sioux Falls West. Tough save from Luke Moeller. Ends up tripping one of his own players in the process, but great effort from Moeller as that was a breakaway there for Channing Schaff. He's got 4 goals on the season, so he knows how to put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, great save there and great defensive effort there by Easton Velick. Tried to recover and help his teammate playing a defenseman on that right side.
Like Velick took that puck off the side there for a moment. I know these guys wear a lot of padding, but still, if it hits you in the right spot, it's going to hurt. Near the blue line now for Sioux Falls West. Is going to sneak in just in front of Luke Moeller and almost snuck through the gap between the wickets, but he's able to clamp down on it before it can sneak in. That's one of those things where when you're getting a lot of guys in front of you, it's hard to see that puck coming in until it's almost too late.
Yeah, I think it's important here for Bucks defense to help out Moeller here. It's getting outshot 40-10, but keep this thing with 5 minutes left, a 3-goal difference. Be a big winner for Yankton, and maybe they can find a way to sneak one in yet.
You can try to push the tempo, but Sioux Falls West just smothering it every time. Not allowing Yankton to breathe no matter who's got the puck on their stick.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on them offensively down in the zone, and really tried to get Yankton, try to make an effort to get it out of the zone.
Here we go. Shot taken. They are going to say it was on goal, so another save for Moeller there as well. Paraxel's trying to push the tempo down the left wing. He's got one guy on him. Lays it off back to Sedlacek. Sedlacek trying to find an opening, but it's taken away by Chan. Back in possession of Paraxel.
Kept it in the zone, yep. Now it's out.
That's out, going the other way.
Watch his backside here.
That's Chan streaking backside, getting in front of net. That one's going to get by. That one snuck in. Don't know if it went between the pads or around the right side of Luke Moeller. That's going to be Alex Chan on the goal.
That was a beautiful goal by Sioux Falls West. Great teamwork there on the great pass. You know, you got a teammate in the right spot, just chips it right in. Yeah, 18 with the goal. We didn't get the assist. We'll get it on the announcement. And so Coach Pedersen's going to make a little change here.
We're going to see Keenan Wagner come in here. Luke Moeller has faced a lot of shots today. 42 shots on net for him in the first period and change of this one. He was only out on the ice for about 30 minutes and faced 42 goals over a goal, or 42 shots on goal over a shot per minute. Keegan Wagner called into action early, chests that one away.
And it's always tough for a goalie to come in, I'm going to say kind of cold, because he hasn't been out on the ice for the last period and a half.
Looking at Wagner's stats, he's faced 131 shots on goal this season, 10.2 saves per game, the save percentage of .855.
Yeah, a good goalie as well for the Bucks. He's played a lot of goalie over his career as a senior, a multi-sport athlete.
And you mentioned the football player.
Another one.
That one just snuck by, and that's going to be 6-1 now, Sioux Falls West. Judging from the reaction of one of the players, it's number 30, I believe, who's going to get that goal, which would be Keegan Clancy on a hat trick if it does go to him.
I think 66 got it, and 30's going to get the assist.
That's another assist for Clancy. It's another goal for Nathan Rankin. So now both of them have 2 goals where they've assisted each other and vice versa. So Rankin has 2 assists that went to Clancy. Now that's Clancy's second assist that ended up at the stick of Rankin.
Well, it's just a whole different Flyer squad here in the second period so far. Brayden, they've really played it tense. There's Pedersen with a shot on the net, but just really crisp with their passing, aggressive. And again, it's a numbers game. You get 44 shots on there, something's going to go on the net.
You know, you don't want to say you're taking moral victories as you're still trying to push something here up the tempo and get something in the second period, but you're already outshot yourself from the earlier meeting between these two teams up in Sioux Falls. If you're the Yankton Bucks, something to be happy about with still 3 minutes and change to go in the second period, full 17 to go.
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff to work on here for Yankton, and obviously, you know, at this point you're feeling a little down, but you've got a lot of time left. And again, you won't have a lot of time to think about it because you got to turn around and go to Watertown tomorrow. So,
like Pedersen lost his stick there as a player got tripped up for Sioux Falls West. Whistle's going to blow, and I think they were calling
a penalty or a trip.
A delayed penalty on Pedersen. I believe the reason he lost his stick was because he got tangled up in the skates of a Sioux Falls West player.
That's our first advantage penalty we've had all night. So it gives an opportunity here to talk about power play. It'll be 5-on-4 for 2 minutes on the tripping penalty on Jack Pedersen.
Not a situation you want to be in for
a lot of those tripping calls just kind of happen. It's getting the wrong spot. So Sioux Falls have this advantage for the next 2 minutes. Can the Bucks kill this? Bucks have done a pretty good job killing penalties all year.
Looks like they're trying to set something up in front of net, but a couple Bucks players just clamping down on it. Playing along the blue line still is Sioux Falls West. I'll go in near the point in front of net. Chan had it, knocked away. Still in possession is Sioux Falls West.
Well, his defense you set up as a box. You'll see him set up as a box, 4 corners, and then try to flood the middle here with some, when the puck gets down there in the middle, try to cut that off, particularly the offensive player in front of the net.
Keep bringing up a basketball defensive that's similar to a box and one, except your one is currently in the box himself.
Yeah, they've got one free and you don't, so.
There's about 1:10 left in this penalty kill. It's only been on Yankton's side of the ice right now. Sioux Falls West biding their time, looking for any opening.
They're doing a good job. They've only got 1 shot on.
45 shots on goal to 11. Sioux Falls West winning that battle right now as they lead 6-1.
Nope.
That shot will not be on goal unless the goal was on the roof, as it looks like it took a deflection off of a Bucks defender.
Yeah, that's a good opportunity for Yankton to do a line change here. Bring some fresh players out there. Get your best defense. You got Caden Hunoff coming out, starting defenseman out there. You got also number 8 out there, Ashton Rankin. So let's see if they can survive another 53 seconds here. And sometimes you never know. You get a breakaway, might get a chance for a shorthanded goal.
Other 2 members of this penalty kill right now for the Bucks are Tucker Rankin and Cooper Larson, joining Ashton Rankin and Caden Hunoff. Sioux Falls West still trying to find an opening. They're working the right side right now, trying to maybe get the defense flowing that way, taken away by the Bucks. This could be something you could break away.
That's right.
Even short-handed here. And it's Rankin with it. That's the guy you want with the puck at his stick. Tries to go inside to Cooper Larson.
got another shot at it right here. Oh.
Just lost it there. It was a great effort by Rankin and Larson. One of the better opportunities Yankton's had in this second period in this entirety. It came shorthanded.
That's where you got to play discipline here. Get back in your box if you're on defense.
That one knocked away. Not sure if it went off a defender or the blocker.
They got to clear it out of the zone. Got to clear it again. So Yankton might be successful here in killing this penalty.
And with 1 second, now 0 on the penalty. The penalty is over. So successful penalty kill for the Bucks. And Jack Pedersen's going to skate back out on the ice. And he's immediately greeted with the whistle blowing for the puck going out of play. So Pedersen doesn't get to do anything out on the ice, but he was able to get back out there.
Yeah, so both teams will be full strength and weather that storm. And you like to see a hockey game with not a lot of penalties. You know, it just stops the game, stops the flow. Sometimes things get the word chippy. They'll use that word, penalties out there, but hopefully we don't get to that point.
Outside of that tripping on Pedersen, I think we had the offsetting infractions at the end of the first period, and that's been it through now almost 2 full periods of plays. We're at 46 seconds and counting to go in period number 2.
Here. Well, they had the goalie out of position. He's actually lost his stick. You get a shot on here. There's Pedersen in the back door. Oh, here we go. There he is.
There he is, indeed. Back post. Didn't get the first one. Good block off the chest by the goalkeeper, but you can't have too many chances given to Jack Pedersen. He puts it in the back of the net, and I don't think they're taking that one off the board.
No, that one's going to count. That one you can keep on the board.
I'll write down his name again in hopes that he does not get crossed off for a second time. Jack Pedersen, second goal of the game for the Yankton Bucks. They trail 6-2.
On the assist, maybe. That was a pretty, again, all you talk about, you keep shooting at the goalie, you get that rebound, get that goal.
It's something interesting to keep an eye on here. Before that penalty kill, Yankton only had 11 shots. They were able to now get 4 since then, but here's a breakaway for Sioux Falls West. Good
stop.
Good play and goal by Wagner. He is pushed all the way back into his net by the attacking player.
Well, that assist was for Ethan Velick, number 7 for the Bucks. But we were talking about Pedersen took a nice shot, bounced right off the goalie, but the goalie's got to react. He didn't have his stick, so he's a little bit of disadvantage. But Jack stood there one more time, basically an open netter.
I know he saw the goalie Mesher slide out to his right to get in front of the initial shot from Pedersen off of his chest. You mentioned no stick. He's at that disadvantage, and it looks like he didn't really quite have his footing underneath him as he kept sliding to the right, fell right perfectly back to Pedersen.
Yeah.
And that Velick assist as well, that is his 3rd assist of the season. Should say as well for Pedersen, he already leads the team in goals. That's his 11th of the year.
Now if the Bucks get one out, we don't have much time left here in the second period, but keep it down the zone, never know.
5 seconds, 3 seconds to go, and it's going to end the period, it looks like, in the Sioux Falls West zone. Sioux Falls West explodes in that second period of play. 5 goals in those 17 minutes, but Yankton was able to get one back at the end, make it a 4-goal matchup, and now anything can happen in these final 17 minutes of play. 6-2 your score. Sioux Falls West has 47 shots on target to Yankton's 15. We're going to take a quick break here on KYNTV. When we return, we will have your period intermission brought to you by Avera, moving health forward. And of course, your period breaks are also brought to you by Alani New Energy Drinks. Wellness should feel good and taste good, which is why Alani New Energy Drinks should be part of your daily routine. Increase physical performance and boost focus with just 10 calories, no sugar or gluten. Alani New Energy Drinks are a healthy way to have fun. I'd also like to thank some Sportscaster Club members, starting with Yankton Thrive. There's a thriving business economy in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses from retail to manufacturing is Yankton Thrive. For more, go to yanktonsd.com. Northtown Automotive, your local Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. Visit northtownusa.com. And FloorTech. Whether your home or floor is wet, call FloorTech at 665-4839. Zamboni's out. We're going to take a quick break here on KYNTV. Come back in a couple minutes with your period intermission brought to you by Avera. Back in a couple minutes.
Get it cleaned with Buell's.
Dress shirts, suits, dresses, coats. At Buell's, they specialize in dry cleaning and pressing. You can pick it up or even have it delivered.
Got a tough stain you're worried about getting out? Leave it to Buell's. They're experts in getting out those nasty stains.
Do you wash your own comforter? If you really want it clean, let Buell's do it. Their large-size washers are perfect for comforters.
If you need it clean, take it to Buell's. 444 West 3rd, Yankton.
Boston Shoes to Boots is proud to support Yankton High School athletics. Boston Shoes to Boots is your headquarters for quality and comfortable shoes for the whole family. From athletics and work boots to sandals and dress, we have you covered by our popular brands like Brooks, New Balance, Birkenstock, Red Wing, Keen, and so many more. Shop our location downtown at 313 Cedar Street or visit us online at bostonchoose2boots.com. Boston Shoes to Boots, your footwear experts since 1915.
Yankton is continuing to thrive. I'm Nancy Winandy from Yankton Thrive. I am thrilled to announce we received a $1.26 million ARPA grant from South Dakota Housing to support infrastructure for the new 126 apartment units being built along Whiting Drive. The Yes campaign focuses on workforce and housing, and this development meets the campaign mission to create additional housing options in Yankton. To know all things Yankton, go to Thrive's website, yanktonsd.com.
Upper Midwest Garage Door and Clopay Garage Doors have teamed up and are offering you a rebate up to $600 with a qualifying purchase on your Clopay residential garage door. The Clopay rebate program is going on now for a limited time. The Clopay residential garage doors come in many different colors and styles. Stop in or call Upper Midwest Garage Door at 689-3667. Upper Midwest Garage Door at 212 Douglas in Yankton. Some restrictions apply.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT&RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
Here's a local employer who benefits from the Build Dakota Scholarship Program.
Alex Johnson. I'm the operations manager at Applied and Freeman Company. Several students have gone through the program and are employees of ours.
So you'd recommend this program to students and employees?
I really would, yes. And I've always said that, whether it's healthcare, IT, building trades, whatever it would be, any employer seeking a technical skill set should definitely look into Build Dakota and look at being a Stretch of Millions partner. Absolutely.
For more, go to yanktonsd.com.
Welcome back in here on KYNTV. The Zamboni is out. Fairly loud vehicle, but it's also a smaller building. We talked about how it's a brand new Zamboni here for the Yankton Area Ice Association, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I assume thanks again to the Yankton community for helping donate to that.
Oh yeah, it's a great organization down here, and it's got a lot of great history to it. Brayden, we could talk about. I actually sent this the link for the broadcast to Patty Brooks. Do you know who Patty Brooks is? I hope.
That is the. Oh, why did I just blank on his first name? Miracle on Ice coach. Coach
Herb Brooks' widow, yes. And so, she likes to keep... she's from Yankton. And a lot of people know that, but maybe not everybody. So, Herb Brooks, the hockey name in USA Hockey, wife is from Yankton, South Dakota. That is what a unique connection. And that's hence the name Miracle Hockey for our youth program. And if you go to the trophy case that's outside in the lobby, you'll see a lot of memorabilia dedicated to the 1980 Olympic hockey team. And some people said, Brayden, they never thought this rink would ever get built, and that was simply a miracle. And that's just kind of how it came together. So there's your little quick history on Miracle Hockey. And, of course, obviously Yankton Buck Hockey. We're going to go with the high school mascots, Bucks, Gazelles. But, yeah, people want to know what Miracle Hockey is. That's what it's about.
It's a lot of fun. It's a fun connection. And, you sent the link out, so if Patty Brooks is watching.
Hopefully she's watching or saying hi.
Hopefully she's watching. And if she is, obviously her and the effect that she has had just by for Yankton by being here and the connection she has.
She's come to games here. She's stepped on the ice. She's been to this rink. And so it meant a lot when her sister-in-law said one time that she said, this would be Patty's sister-in-law, and they visited the rink one time, and she said, Herb would be proud of this place. So that meant a lot to us, because it's not a fancy rink, but Herb Brooks' philosophy was the more money you put into a rink, someone's got to pay for it, and usually it's the people that are using it, the skaters, the participants, and so Yankton hockey is a pretty reasonable sport. Cost to get into, and that's been our philosophy from day one. I'm not on the board anymore, but we've tried to pass that philosophy on to carry forward, and so we want a lot of kids to enjoy winter sports, and so it's a great spot for them to do it.
Well, Well, thanks for everybody that always supports this, and I'm going to be kicking myself a little bit for blanking on Herb Brooks. How do you forget the coach for the Miracle on Ice? But I digress. It's only, as a broadcaster, one of the greatest calls of all time, too.
Oh, no question about that. Yeah, it's spot on.
Let's get into some breakdown here during your period intermission, brought to you by Avera Moving Health Forward. We're in the Fairfield Inn & Suites broadcast booth. Hot breakfast, large family rooms, a great location. All can be found at Fairfield Inn & Suites in Yankton, 2607 Broadway Avenue, or over the phone at 605-653-2250. Explosion on the attack for Sioux Falls West in that second period of play. They had 5 goals. Keegan Clancy had 2, Nathan Rankin had 2, and Alex Chan had 1 as well. It was quite a period of play for Sioux Falls West, and they showed that we talked about in the pregame. It's a high volume, high velocity attack, and they got up and got the Bucks in that second period.
Yeah, Brayden, it fit right into Sioux Falls West history this season. If you look at how many goals they scored in the second period, that's their number one goal scoring period is the second period. And again, they had 30 shots on the net. Yankton only had 9, so that fit maybe right into the recipe of how Sioux Falls West attacks these games. They're a really good team. There's no question about it. That's why they're number 3 in the state. They'll be contention probably for the state title, be in that seat if they finish strong here for the regular season. But again, give credit to Yankton. They didn't quit. They got that nice goal by Pedersen down there at the other end. Got that one goal, make it 6-2. Hey, you never know, things can happen here. You got to build on it. I know Coach Pedersen's probably talking to the squad that, hey, let's build on things this third period. Maybe if we don't win this thing, let's win this third period. Let's outscore Sioux Falls West this period, because they got to turn around. I think they got a 2:00 game in Watertown tomorrow, and that is a really big game for this Yankton Buck squad. At the very least, try to build momentum. But this is you mentioned that the second period is the best scoring period for Sioux Falls West, and they played into that right there. Third period is the best scoring period for the Bucks. They've scored a majority of their goals in the final period of play. We'll see if they come out on that attacking foot in this third period. And we talked about the standings a little bit. Sioux Falls West, as you mentioned, is in the 3 seed right now, 26 points on the season with 13 victories, 4 losses. Yankton currently in 11th. Top 8 make the state tournament, but they're only 6 points out of that 8th place spot that's currently held by Watertown on 7 points. 3 wins, 11 losses, 1 overtime loss. That's how you get that extra point. Did do a little bit of studying on hockey points and how that all works, because it was confusing the first time I looked at it, but I'm glad it's very easily accessible online to figure out how hockey points work for everything, especially for standings like this. 6-2 your score here at the period intermission, brought to you by Avera Moving Health Forward. We got about 6.5 minutes left. Zamboni's off the ice, so the skaters should be back out whenever they want to or whenever they can, as we are about 6 minutes left in this period intermission. For Dave Spencer, I am Brayden Butler, and we're going to be back in a couple minutes with more as we head into the third period of play between the Yankton Bucks and Sioux Falls West.
As times change, technology changes. Don't be left behind by your contact lenses. Vision Care Associates now offers infused multifocal contact lenses, specialized lenses that can provide you with clear vision at multiple distances without switching between glasses and contacts. Don't let glasses slow you down any longer. Call us today to schedule an appointment to try infused multifocal contact lenses.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
You feel awful. Stuffy nose, then runny nose. Sniffles too. You don't know what to take to make yourself feel better. At Yankton Rexall, when you feel under the weather, we want to help. But there are a lot of over-the-counter choices. Some may even interfere with the daily medications you're taking. The Yankton Rexall staff is there to help you make the best choice for your health. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923.
Ground beef is only $2.99 a pound at Hy-Vee. That's not a sale price. That's the price with the Hy-Vee Perks membership. And $2.99 a pound is not just the price today or this week, it's the Perks price every day. With the Hy-Vee Perks membership, you can save on hundreds of products store-wide every time you shop, and count on Perks prices to stay the same. So if you want to pay less for ground beef every day, sign up for Hy-Vee Perks. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
Don't get caught in the cold this winter. Call the heating and cooling experts at Kaiser Heating and Cooling today. Our team of experienced trained technicians are here to ensure your home stays warm and comfortable all season long with heating system installations, maintenance, and energy-efficient solutions to keep those utility bills in check. And if your old heating system is on its last leg, ask us about current Train system offers. Don't wait until it's too late. Kaiser Heating and Cooling, serving the Yankton area for over 76 years.
Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Call Kaiser Heating and Cooling today.
You may have heard us say when you're shopping online, check things out before checkout. 1 in 4 people who reported losing money to fraud since 2021 said it started on social media. If you follow your favorite businesses on social media to get updates about upcoming events and promotions, you're not the only one. Scammers are watching too, and they may hijack legit businesses' giveaways and promotions to try to get your personal and financial information. Contact the South Dakota Attorney General's Office of Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
The other day, a guy came into the UPS store to pick up some blueprints we had printed for him. While we were finishing up the order, he asked about business cards as he was about out of his current supply. Hi, this is Doug at the UPS store in Yankton and Vermilion. We all have various printing needs and the UPS store is here to help. Stop into our locations in Yankton or Vermilion and ask about our current print specials. Oh, the gentleman from earlier? We had new business cards ready for him the very next business day.
I'll go back in here on KYNTV for Yankton Bucks hockey. It's 6-2 as we are at the second period intermission. About 2:30 left in this intermission. I am Brayden Butler, joined by Dave Spencer here for this one. Dave, it's been a fun couple of opening periods of play. That first period ended 1-1. Yankton came out on a solid attack, was able to answer late with a goal after Jackson Henry got the first goal of the game, 5:28 to go in the first for Sioux Falls West. Under a minute later, Kylan O'Connor answered with that one, but that second period went all to the Flyers. 5 goals for them in that second period. Jack Pedersen was able to get one back late in the second, but Flyers were able to build their lead as we're heading into the final period.
Yeah, I think that's, again, that's been Sioux Falls West. That's been their mode of operation this season. The second period's been a really big period for them. And for Yankton, just, I think Sioux Falls West, maybe a little surprised it was 1-1. I mean, it was an 8-0 win, a month ago. And for them to come out and tie this thing up after one, I mean, it looked like it just looked like Sioux Falls West had a new speed, a new gear. They picked it up a gear and really, really got aggressive on the offensive end. And just, again, it's a numbers game, and Luke Moore was just getting peppered on the other end for the shots on goal. Made a change there, brought Keenan Wagner in. They both play a lot this year. Keenan's a senior, and that's okay. Change it up. They got to play again tomorrow, so someone's got to get in net and get right back after it. But, the Bucks battled back, got that one goal. It was a beautiful goal. Took advantage of the opportunity. Can they bring a couple more home for them here in the basket? And, you never know. You always hate, hockey coaches always hate the 3-goal lead. So we get one more for the Bucks, get to a 3-goal, because then all of a sudden, one more goes in, and you're down to a 2-goal lead, and everything can happen. So you got to, like any sports team, when I come back, you got to do it one shift at a time, one shot at a time. You're not going to get 4 goals in one shot. It's not going to happen, right? So
it's
impossible.
Play, no.
So how can we just take it one at a time and stay out of the penalty box? I think both teams did a really good job of staying out of the penalty box. Jack Pedersen got one tripping call. That happens quite often in this game. Nothing really intentional, but they're going to call it and stay away from that. And Yankton was able to kill that penalty without giving up a power play goal. So.
And Yankton, after that penalty, was actually able to get back out on the attacking front. They had 11 shots on goal before that penalty, with I believe it was under 5 minutes to go in this game by the time that penalty ended, and then they ended the period with 15 shots on goal as for the entirety of the game. So 4 shots on goal in the last about 4 minutes and change. Yeah,
that was their best offensive showing there in that second period. And it looks like Sioux Falls has got some players that need to get back on the ice here.
We're ready to go.
They can't call a penalty if you're not ready to be on the ice, so I don't know.
Saw that once in football this year when the Bucks were up in Huron. I had never seen it before.
Oh, yeah.
They were a little late getting out of the locker room. Locker room in Huron is pretty far away from the football field as well. I remember that.
I know. You're exactly right. And so the officials are going to let them get out here and get the fans back in the stands and Play another 17 minutes on the ice.
I don't want to use the word lenient. The officials are the law out there on the ice. They have been calling a very good game, but they have been letting these guys play a little more, and maybe there's just a little leniency there. Like, hey, a little late getting back on the ice. Let's get out here. Let's get this third period of action rolling. As off the face-off, it's going to be Sioux Falls West who controls it for a moment, but Tucker Rankin gets it up to Jack Pedersen, and Pedersen's just going to take a pot shot, trying to beat the goalie to his left side. Pedersen's right. Didn't get there, but Yankton's still in possession, trying to come out on the attacking foot in this third period of play.
Yeah, great look there by the Bucks early on here in the third period. Throw it back in there again.
The law, I want to say the law of averages, but it's not the right thing. But the more you do something, the more likely you are to succeed at it. That's what the Bucks need to do. Just keep it in that end of the floor. Keep sending that puck towards net. They found the back of it twice, trying to find it more.
That's who thinking someone on the backside. They've got it open right now. Oh, right off the net, or right off the goal, off the post.
Oh, right in the corner. It was a backhand shot from Jack Pedersen. Great play from him off the backside with the wrister. Just barely.
That just shows you how the bounce goes the wrong way. I mean, it went off the post and ricocheted far enough away from the other Yankton Buck forward that he couldn't get a quick slap shot back into the wrist shot right back into the net. So it's a game of inches like anything, Brayden.
We were ready to go for the face-off. Official told a couple players to back up a little bit off that face-off shot from the blue line there, knocked away. Anders Van Olsen's the one that took it. Puck going out to the far side, trying to work the right flank is Sioux Falls West. The Flyers doing a lot of flying in that second period, trying to do more in the third. Sedlacek gets it back for Yankton. He's looking down floor. Connor Paraxlis is there. Paraxlis goes behind net, looking for options. Gets it to Sedlacek, and there it is. Great goal from Sedlacek. Great setup from Connor Paraxlis, and he puts it in the back of the net. And there's that 3-goal lead that, it seems safe being up 3 goals, but like you said, it can be something that gets coaches worried in hockey. Great goal from Jay Sedlacek, and a great setup for Paraxlis going behind the net.
Yeah, Paraxlis with a great setup there. You really like to see that. Using your teammates, getting the proper spacing, unselfish play, and I guarantee you that's going to give the Bucks a little momentum here, Brayden, here in the third period. Got another shot on net here, stopped, but get a little excited. Plenty of time to build right back into this thing.
Immediately off the faceoff. That's how fast these things can change, how fast the pace of play is out on the ice. I hadn't even finished writing down the name Jay Sedlacek for the goal. I look up, and now we have a faceoff because they were already trying to get another one in there.
Got to keep that same line out here. We'll see if they can get someone. They need someone on the backside. Don't have anyone there right now.
Paraxlis was tied up for a while off that faceoff. Now the Flyers have it, trying to work the right side. Gets around the man. Now pushing the tempo. Knocked away by Wagner. Slap shot from the blue line. Knocked away again. Another shot taken from far away out. Wagner's on his backside.
Here we go. Good job. Good job by all the Bucks. Wagner and his defenseman getting a line change for the Bucks. Be careful.
I want to say out of position, but Wagner saves, did take him to his backside at one point. There was a Buck who was tied up on the ice with a Sioux Falls Flyers player, so great defensive effort, a lot of effort from both teams here as we got a line change from the Sioux Falls West as well that's back in their end.
Yeah, it looks like the Bucks have stepped it up a little bit here in the third period early. See if they can keep that. Oh, we're going to get one away from Cade Hunoff.
That's a big opportunity here for West. Plays it back, can't get it there. Just look at a mishit off the stick of Alex Carlson. Also stuck a stick in there. It was a Bucks defender.
That was the right idea, right? To try to pass it right down the middle.
Bucks trying to get back on the forefront. 6-3 is your score after an early third period goal from Jay Sedlacek. Dished to him by Connor Paraxlis. Puck goes in front of net. Picked up though by
Hunoff. Chance. Got 3-on-2.
See if the Bucks try to play the breakaway. Gets away from Wyatt Johnson there for a moment. Johnson trying to get back on the puck. Trying to clear away as Sioux Falls West as well. See Jack Pedersen just check back in. Yep. He's part of that first line. He's the only one that's been able to make the change so far.
Chance right here.
Good shot on goal, but a better save from Mesher. Now pushing the tempo of Sioux Falls West. It looks like we are going to finally get the full first line change for Yankton. Kylan O'Connor with it off the pass from Pedersen. He's going to dump it in. It's going to rattle around the board. He's going to slide all the way to Tucker Rankin on the right side.
Open shot, right?
Sets up Pedersen. Stuck a stick in there. Did a Flyers player. Good defense for Sioux Falls West. They're trying to get it out of their own end. It's been mostly Yankton to start this third period, but here could be an answer from the Flyers. 2-on-1 break. Sliding stop trying to be made by Kate Hunoff.
Kate Hunoff sold that body out on that one. Laid out, got that block there. Boy, I thought on that last offensive possession break, I thought Yankton was going to get one. They had Pedersen on the backside. Just couldn't quite get it to him, but they were open for a shot there. That would have been a big goal there.
You know, it reminds me, an old English soccer coach, Neil Warnock, once said in one of his speeches that you got to be willing to go out there and put your life on the line for 3 points. Same applies to hockey, but for those 2 points.
Yeah, no, it's that was good defense there, and another good stop by Wagner here. So, yeah, if the Bucks can just kind of hang around here and find an opportunity to knock one in, everybody gets a little tense when you get just a 2-goal lead. So.
Shot discrepancy right now is in favor of Sioux Falls West, but the Bucks have doubled up their shots on goal from the last time these two teams met. We still got 13 minutes of play. 6-3 the score. Puck goes behind the Bucks net. Picked up by Clancy. He's got a couple goals already. He is on for a hat trick. So is Nathan Rankin. Rankin on each team to throw the mind off a little bit. Trying to get it in front of net. Clancy was there, as well as Campbell. Sioux Falls West still in possession. Trying to get it near post. Knocked away. Picked up by Yankton. It's Paraxlis and Sidlogic who are out there.
Yeah, Yankton's got to get away to clear the puck here. Sioux Falls changing a few guys up on defense. Here we go.
That's Paraxlis on the breakaway on the left side. Trying to get around a defender. Able to beat him towards the boards. Plays it inside. Cooper Larson. Larson's going to go around the back. Similar to how we saw a goal earlier, but it's knocked away.
That was the right idea. They are good team play there. Use your teammates. There's a chance again. Sidlogic.
Trying to catch him on a line change. Sidlogic inside to Larson. Goes off the skate of Larson. Back to the stick of Sidlogic. Taken away by Sioux Falls West.
Well, you could just feel maybe they had a chance there for a good shot.
A couple players get tripped up and tangled up. Ashton Rankin was one of them. He was the Buck that was down. It looks like Alex Chan was the Flyer who hit the hard. When I say hardwood, hit the ice.
Well, Wyatt Johnson down on the ice here.
Also out there trying an opening. He was closed down on by 3 Flyers.
Wyatt Johnson's played a lot of hockey for our program, Kate. His uncle, Dawson Johnson, played with my son, Adam, way back. So there's a little lineage there for Mr. Johnson on the hockey rink.
Yankton hockey lineage. I just see Johnson out there. He's one of those players you mentioned. There's about 10 guys that will suit up for JV and varsity and get out there on the ice. Johnson did play a role in that JV win earlier on for the Bucks. There's a shot taken, knocked away with the stick. Don't know if it was going wide, but still a good heads-up play by Keenan Wagner.
Yeah, give everybody a chance to change up the lines here a little bit. Yankton's going to come out with that first group.
During this line change, I want to thank some of our Sportscaster Club members, starting with Sherco, a proud supporter of Yankton sports. We need to be sure and make it Sherco and Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance. They've been helping customers for over 100 years to help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage, and they're a proud supporter of Yankton Athletics, Roy Wilcox State Farm. Off the face-off, puck goes behind the net, trying to play it in front are the Flyers. Good defensive effort there from Easton Velick, among others. Velick had the puck for a moment, picked up by Kylan O'Connor.
Yeah, this can't quite get the pass on the stick there, but we're going to keep it in the zone.
O'Connor gets it off the board, goes to Pedersen, quickly back to O'Connor. Plays it back to the blue line. And Elijah Larson near the blue line. Easton Velick
had a chance.
Had a shot, went just wide to the left. Didn't see if it knocked off a defender on its way there. Pedersen picks it up. Dangerous area, but he's got a lot of defenders on him trying to play it to net. Tucker Rankin was there, but it's knocked away. Picked up at the blue line by Larson. Slap shot from Pedersen.
How about that shot there? That's quick.
Tough angle for him, but it's tough angle for the keeper to stop it as well. Good shot, good save. Both sides of it.
Yeah, it's good passing here by the Bucks. Oh, I thought he tipped it. You're going to call icing.
O'Connor tipped it as well, but they are going to get that icing call. And see Kylan O'Connor shaking his head. Not sure if he disagrees with the call or if he's upset with himself for just not quite getting the stick on it. Either way, he's going to skate off for a line change.
Well, I like the intensity and the physical play by the Bucks here in the third period so far. Brayden doing a really good job. They're going to get a chance to get down the other end of the zone here.
You know, sometimes these pucks are flying high off the boards. I've gone to the crowd a couple times, always on the far side. But I've been I've been requested to ask from KYNT Sports Director Bryce Ladwig, running the camera right now, if a puck comes up and hits the camera, are you covering it or is it the Ice Association?
I'm going to call Kurt Dykstra and tell him to see what kind of insurance he's got. So,
gotta get good camera insurance out here.
Yeah. Now I know a lot of people are happy you're out here helping with this broadcast tonight.
It's been a lot of fun so far. The Bucks trailing by 3 with 9:34 to go. Been on the attacking foot a lot more in this third period. It's been the odd number periods for the Bucks where they've looked more aggressive and more just in control, especially on the attacking front. As an errant pass gets to Connor Praxlis, he sends it in, but it's saved away.
Yeah, I would just say Sioux Falls looks a little sloppy here right now. Boy, the goalie did not see that one.
You can see him flinch. He heard the sound but couldn't quite see it, so he just flinched his body, went over the net from Jay Sedlacek. That's got to be one of the scarier moments as a goalie. You don't know where that puck is, but you heard it get hit, and you're hoping you don't turn around and find it in the back of the net.
Yeah, exactly. That was a good offensive series there by the Bucks.
Got to get back on defense. That was a breakaway for Sioux Falls, but a good stop there from Ashton Rankin. Rankin plays it up to Dawson Toms. And Toms got knocked down as he was playing it across. He was in the neutral zone when he got hit. Player trips up for Sioux Falls West.
No penalty. Right in front of the net. Oh, it's perfect.
Yankton's got some numbers that they can find somebody open. Johnson with it on the right side, has it taken away. Good defensive effort from Sioux Falls West. Backtracking his Hunoff, trying to get there. It's going into the Yankton side of things. Flyers on a breakaway had a good opportunity in front of net, but it just got past the intended target, and now it's a flurry of saves from Keenan Wagner, but it's finally going to go in. I lost count. I was running out of fingers trying to count how many times he got a save in there, but eventually Sioux Falls West, when you get that many opportunities right in front of net, one of them is going to find them.
Yeah, that was either 3 or 4 shots on net. The last one got in there. It was 18 from 8, maybe?
I believe he said 18 for sure on the goal. I didn't quite catch who it was from, but that is Hunter Bergeson. 4 goals, 2 assists, 6 points on the season. Make it 5 goals for him off that one. They're going to say it was unassisted for Bergeson.
Yeah, I thought it would be. This is a ricochet off the goalie. And again, when the goalie gets laid out like that on the ground, all you got to do as an offensive player, get a little elevation on that stick and the puck, go right over the pads.
Pedersen almost put it into the bottom left corner off of the face-off win. Had the goalie Mesher spread out like a starfish trying to save that one. Try to get a breakaway here for Sioux Falls West. Knocked away by Easton Velick. Back in the play off the stick of Keenan Wagner. Wasn't on goal, just knocking away, trying to keep it.
It wouldn't have mattered anyway. Sioux Falls would have been offsides. They had to tag back up. Tag up means they got to get back to the blue line because the puck was already in the zone. That was good move by the Flyers on that last goal. Ran through a lot of players at the net, and when you get a lot of players at the net and a lot of shots, something's going to break down usually. And when the goalie goes on the ground like Keenan did, that's what's going to happen.
Yankton trying to answer back here as they trail 7-3 with 7:15 to go. Need a goal on average every minute and a half right now if they want to come back and win this. They've shown they can score in a hurry. In the first minute and 15 seconds of the third period, Jay Sedlacek's goal. Jack Pedersen's goal came within a minute of a penalty kill for Yankton, so he got back out there on the ice and immediately put one in the back of the net. And then we saw in the first period, Kylan O'Connor, his goal coming within a minute of a Sioux Falls West goal. Yankton finds the lanes. They can attack quick. That shot misses the net. Tucker Rankin picked it up. Yankton tried to break the other way. Knocked away for a moment. Rankin picks it up. Sends it into the stick of a Sioux Falls West player, Nathan Rankin. Rankin to Rankin, but not on the same team.
2 Rankins on Yankton's team, 1 on Sioux Falls. I didn't ask anybody if they're related, but
I almost feel like
there's a grandparent Rankin watching down in Omaha, not here tonight, so they're watching this live on KYNTV.
Welcome you in live here on KYNTV. Glad you can join us for this 7-3 as we're going to get an icing here. Excuse me.
Well, yeah, the Bucks have had a nice effort here. They've got 10 shots on the net in this period. We've played 9 minutes or 11 minutes of it. And they've done a pretty good job trying to keep Sioux Falls out of the net. They've only got 8, so.
Excuse me, when they played it down the ice, I assumed it was icing. I did not see that they're actually going to get Hudson Bergeson with a cross check, so he's got 2 minutes for that. So you got a little bit of a power play here for the Bucks.
Okay, here's our first chance for a Buck power play.
Knew something was wrong when I didn't hear Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
And no offense to My Sharona, another great song.
You're throwing that right in my era, Brayden. The Kinks, not the Kinks, My Sharona by the.
See what Yankton can do on this power play. They got the 5-4 advantage near the blue line. Hunoff was taking a shot from the blue line.
Good chance for that one.
Knocked away, out of play.
Yeah, one of my favorite groups, the Knack. My Sharona, huh? That's aging myself a little bit. If you like it, I like that, so that's good.
Well, they're working on KYNT, running shows on that. A lot of our songs come from the 80s, 70s, 90s. Yeah. Said it out of order, but you know what I mean.
I know Jeff Erickson would like it. I know that. So.
Jeff Erickson hosts the Totally Yankton Morning Show. Be sure to tune in on KYNT, 6 to 9 a.m. every morning, Monday through Friday. If you want to listen to my show on Saturday morning, 7 to 9 a.m. on KYNT as well.
I did a little bit today. Yeah.
Try to keep you updated with what's going on.
Yeah, I like that. So here we go. We got 5:46 left here. Brayden, maybe a chance for the Bucks to punch one in here, get it back to a 3-goal lead here. This power play. Biggest thing is keep it down on the offensive end of the rink. And Sioux Falls just did a great job there making Yankton spend some time to regroup and get the puck centered back up and back up the ice. And they did it again. So.
Hey, you correct me if I'm wrong on this, but Wagner came out of net to stop that one. It's like Yankton didn't want the icing to be called because it would slow down the pace
so on
of play.
A penalty kill, you can ice it. You can ice it all day long.
You can ice it all day on the penalty kill.
Yep.
Okay.
You're down a man, you're down a skater. You can ice it all day long. So, yeah, many times the goalie will go out and try to stop that puck and get it set for his offense.
Got just under a minute to go in that penalty kill now as it just ticked under 60 seconds. Tucker Rankin trying to get the power play goal. Sent that one from about the midline, so a long way out. It was knocked away by the goalkeeper.
There's opportunity. There it is. There you go.
And the keeper went flat on his back. He just slid in there.
Power play goal. You gotta like that.
When you got the defense shorthanded, you got to take advantage of it. It's back to a 3-goal game, but with 4:55 to go, it's 7-4.
All right, got that goal by number 14.
That's Tucker Rankin. That'd be his
10 and 29 on the assist.
So Jack Pedersen on the assist, as well as Kylan O'Connor. Gives Kylan O'Connor 5 assists on the season to go with his goal earlier on. Jack Pedersen now with another assist. And then Tucker Rankin with his 8th goal of the year.
Well, you got to really like that. You got to get this power play goal, take advantage of the situation. Pick the intensity back up here, Brayden. 4 and 44 to go. Get a chance to get another one here. You never know what can happen.
Back to even strength out on the ice. So Yankton doesn't have that advantage, but they do have maybe a little bit of Cousin Mo, Uncle Mo momentum, whatever part of the family he's from. But there's a massive bodies in front of the net right now. Everybody hitting the deck.
I guess I'm not going to jump. I don't want to jump ahead, but if you're Coach Pedersen in the box, you got 4 goals tonight. They may come up on the short end maybe, but last time these two teams faced off, it was an 8-0 win for Sioux Falls West. So. You measure improvement by the little things you do better every week, every month, every game. And I really like the Bucks, how they played hard today. And they got a big game tomorrow, so maybe just keep the momentum going.
And I think it's important for the Bucks as well, proving they can score against Sioux Falls West. That was the only shutout all year the Bucks have conceded. So it's the only time they've been shut out all season long. And they've had some high goal-scoring games here as of late. 6-2 against Huron, they won that one. 5 goals against Brandon Valley, that one ended 5-3. And their most recent game also was a 4-7 matchup when Aberdeen's favored.
Yeah, if you look at their averages for and average against, like this score right here, if you had one less goal for Sioux Falls and one more for Yankton, we'd have a 6-5 game. And that's been the difference. They've just been a couple goals away from really improving that record. But again, there's plenty of season left to play here. A lot to play here for the Bucks.
There's plenty to play for as well. This is a young team. You hear Coach Pedersen talk about it. They don't got a lot of seniors on this team. I believe he said 5. One of them has been out most of the year with injury, so 4 that play consistently. This is a young squad because a lot of guys get out there and get ice time.
Yeah, it is a young squad here, and they got some really good numbers coming up here. And JV got a nice win tonight as well. We're going to get an offsides here. So I think the important thing is for the Bucks to play strong here last 3:41. Obviously, Sioux Falls Flyers don't want to play carelessly and stay out of the penalty box.
Last thing you want to do is give any advantage to Yankton here. They fighting hard. Right off the cage there of Tucker Rankin. He just shook it off.
They took a stick to his gut. I mean, my goodness, Rankin.
Guys going through it right now on the near side of the ice, but tough guys sticking out there, as you said. I don't think there's a hockey player out there that's not tough.
No, it's you earn your stripes in this game out there, and that's what's so great about it is a lot of people get to play the game. Again, you can't just have 5 or 7 players play. Here we got a chance maybe for a 2-on-1.
Colin O'Connor trying to get there. Picking up behind him is Jack Pedersen, but good play defensively, knocked away. That's number 38, Carson Sarahan. He's one of the starters today. 2 goals, 6 assists.
Pedersen on the open here right now.
Pedersen picks it up, crosses his blue line. He's in trying to get it on net, but good save there by Mesher. You know, we've talked about how Yankton has 2 of the better goalkeepers, maybe the best goalkeepers in the entire league, with Luke Mueller and Keenan Wagner. Easton Mesher's right up there in a lot of measurables as well. .896 save percentage, 1.57 goal allowed on average, 2 shutouts this season as well with him in net.
Well, you're knocking on 90% stopping goals. That's pretty good. Yeah, he's a good goalie. And I thought Pedersen, that was a great shot. He got a little elevated on the shot at the glove save there, but
and you look at it from Yankton's perspective, you've given Easton Mesher one of his worst nights of the season, on average.
Yeah, think about that. That's right. Giving up a goal and a half? Is that what his numbers were used to say? Per game?
About 1.57, so just over a goal and a half, barely.
Yeah, that's something to build on for the Bucks. That's going to be icing. We'll bring that back. So we'll face off down at Sioux Falls end of the rink. You never know what can happen on some of these. There are some set plays that the offense will try to do to get this back. Probably do a defenseman with a quick shot back on net. Look for a rebound.
Seen it a couple times so far where they've done exactly that. They've kicked it out. Seen Jack Pedersen get a shot on goal off of it. If it goes back to the blue line, to a defenseman as well. Yankton not able to win the faceoff, but trying to get control back. Paraxel's had it for a moment, was taken back over by the Flyers. They're on the breakaway. They wouldn't mind an insurance goal here, but that's saved by Keenan Wagner.
Yeah, Keenan's done a good job coming in for Luke Mueller tonight. Again, Keenan's a senior, seen a lot of hockey. Got slowed up a little bit from a football injury, so he wasn't able to go right away, but he's giving some nice minutes here. And again, go to Watertown, you should have 2 goalies. It should be pretty fresh. Here's another chance.
I say about halfway through the game is when they made the switch from Mueller to Wagner. Deep in the Flyers' end of things. That ball goes along the boards. Puck goes along the boards. Excuse me. Played in. Trying to get in front of net, but nobody was there to pick it up for the Bucks. Trying to make something else happen. They're going behind net now.
So I'd like to see him get up on point here. Caden Hunoff on point. Maybe give them a shot at for the blue line.
Yeah, Hunoff still playing near the blue line. That one slid in front of goal. Nobody had a real beat on the puck until it was picked up by Sioux Falls. Coming in, there's a going at it over there, and I think Hunoff didn't take kindly to some actions from a Sioux Falls West player as he was trying to beat that puck in there near post, and maybe got 1 too many hits off on Keenan Wagner for Hunoff's liking.
I always thought the game of hockey was kind of funny, how I'm going to hit you all game long, and then all of a sudden I hit you once, and I don't like it, so we're going to get kind of tough with each other. And I thought, well, that's what they do in football the whole game. They're hitting each other on the football, and you walk away. Sometimes hockey players said try to get a little extracurricular activities in there, but again, you don't want to be having your goalie getting a bunch of hits on him and stuff. You got to protect your goalie.
It's similar to protect your quarterback. A lot of offensive linemen, if you feel a dirty hit.
That's a good comparison.
I know at the highest levels of hockey, they do allow some extracurriculars, but it is strictly forbidden here. I know at this level. You're having an early shower if you start a fight here.
Oh, got one more.
That one's going to find the top of the netting, too. Good wrist shot there, and puts another one on the board for Sioux Falls West. They matched their goal total from the first game these two teams had this season. 8-4 now the score.
It's like 38's going to get that goal.
I believe that's Carson Sarahan.
Give the assist to 45.
Third goal of the season for Carson Sarahan.
And I believe Schramm with the assist.
And
called his name a lot.
He's been busy tonight. Another assist for him. He's the assist leader on the season. He's over 30 assists now.
Oh, we're going to get a penalty on Yankton here.
I believe they said 14 White with roughing, so that's going to mean Rankin's going to take a timeout with under 2 minutes to go.
And, again, the officials will try to take control of the game. If someone got a little late hit there, got just a little rough, that'll give Sioux Falls a power play here with 1:12. So Yankton will be down the rest of the game, 1 man short, unless Sioux Falls were to score a goal.
See what Yankton can do on a penalty kill here. They don't want to have the deficit be increased at all, as it's 8-4 here.
1 minute left in the game.
Dumping into the Flyers end. This one, penalty kill for some confidence carrying into a big matchup tomorrow afternoon in Watertown. Scoreline may not flatter him, but it's been a great showing for Yankton. Almost 30 shots on goal. Could still get to that 30 mark. They're at 29 right now, but it's much better than what they had earlier in the year.
You think about that, Brayden, you want to be, as a coach or a player, you want to get better throughout the season. I think Yankton felt a little bad when they lost 3 games on a weekend in early January. Thought they could win those, but they've gotten better today. And it's been, they had a good game against Aberdeen as well on Saturday last week.
It's a nifty move by Kylan O'Connor. He's trying to take his man one-on-one. He's going to slide it too far. It's going to be gloved and trapped by Easton Mesher. 19 seconds to go.
Yeah, Yankton's had 15 shots on the net here just in this period. That's a good improvement. They only had 6 shots on in the first period, 9 shots on in the second period. So they've gotten more aggressive. And again, as you mentioned earlier, their third period's been their best productive period all season long as far as scoring goals.
And they have 2 more goals in this period today, and it's their best production of shots on goal as well. 8-4 your score, 10 seconds to go. That one gets played into the Flyers side of things. A couple players chasing after it from both teams, but it looks like this is going to end 8-4. Larson trying to take the ball back. A little bit of extracurriculars along the boards, but that is going to be the final horn. And it looks like, I want to say extracurriculars along the boards. Afterwards, Larson gave the Sioux Falls West player a fist bump. They were, just playing hard to the whistle. That was Alex Heibel out there, and that's what you like to see. A little bit of sportsmanship at the end. Both teams know this is a physical game. You're going to go out there and hit each other, but still able to be sportsmen at the end of the day.
Yeah, and a lot of these players know each other from other off-season hockey camps and other games they might play, travel squads, all-star squads. So, at the end of the day, they shake hands at center ice. Like to see that, and I think for the Yankton Bucks, got something to build on here for the rest of the season. They've got some big games coming up. Starts right away tomorrow, so not a lot of time to review this one. You got time to move on. And for Sioux Falls West, they're going to keep running for that top, one of the top 3 seeds at the state tournament. They're well on their way. Nice squad. They play a lot of good hockey in Sioux Falls. You can see that they've got some veterans on the squad, and they're going to get a workout tonight. 30 shots on the net.
It's one of the
4 goals.
One of the more active nights Easton Mesher has seen, and like we said, one of the tougher nights at the office for him. 4 goals given up. He averages about 1.5 given up per game. So that's something to take some confidence in if you are the Yankton Bucks. Take a look at the standings, as you mentioned, with playoff seeding and points being available. With this, Sioux Falls West will go to 28 points on the season, 14-4. It gives them an 8-point cushion over Mitchell, who's currently in 4th. So it looks like that top 3 seed, that kind of top 3 pack breakaway right now, with Rushmore at 32 points, Brookings at 30, and now Sioux Falls West at 28. We'll talk more about it when we get into our post-game wrap, but do want to thank a couple more Sportscaster Club members before we go. Pizza Ranch, for legendary chicken and the best pizza, it's Yankton Pizza Ranch on Broadway over the phone at 665-1222. And lastly, Stockman's Motorsports, your local Polaris dealer with a full lineup of Rangers and Sportsmen ready to get you in the fields, in the woods, or wherever you like to go. Stockman's Motorsports is a proud supporter of all area athletes. Go to your post-game show after a quick break here on KYNTV. Unless if Coach Pedersen is ready for us now as he stepping off the ice. Looks like he is about to make his way up here, so we will talk to him. We'll go to break while he gets up here. It is, it's difficult for me to get up here. We'll get him situated and we'll come back for you. So we're going to go to a quick break here on KYNTV. When we return, we will have your post-game coach interview with head coach Terry Pedersen. Coming up after this is the Bucks fall 8-4.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
The board-certified ear, nose, and throat physicians at Yankton Medical Clinic are known for their expertise in diagnosing and treating a wide range of conditions. They specialize in issues related to the ears, such as hearing loss, ear infections, and tinnitus. They're also experts in treating nasal problems like sinusitis, allergies, and nasal congestion, or throat issues such as tonsillitis, voice disorders, and swallowing difficulties. Whatever your concern, you can trust these doctors have the knowledge and experience to provide top-notch care. Yankton Medical Clinic, ear, nose, and throat. They are here for you.
Small businesses are neighbors serving neighbors. Passionate people who give our community character and personality. It's why at F&BO, we're passionate about helping you meet every moment at every stage of your business with guidance and solutions to help you take your business where you want it to go. Online and mobile banking, payments, lending, transfers and deposits, all made easy and more secure so you can do more. F&BO, big believers in small business. Member FDIC.
If you want a job where your work matters, you belong at Avera. Here, we've invested in our workforce because every Avera team member drives our health ministry forward, making a difference in lives and communities every day. We offer competitive pay, great health insurance, and even career opportunities. We're putting people first, including you. Search for local job openings and apply at avera.org/careers.
Welcome back in here for your Yankton Rexall post-game wrap. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923. One last check of your scoreboard brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Colby Kukta. You call them at 605-665-4567 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC. 8-4 Yankton falls in this one to Sioux Falls West. A different showing. Same number of goals on for Sioux Falls West as earlier in the year, but still it's a performance that continues to be built upon. 4 goals on the board for them today. 30 shots total, which triples their shot total from early in the season. This is a Yankton team that just keeps continuing to improve, and who better to talk about those improvements than the head coach himself. Head coach Terry Pedersen here. Your post-game coach interview brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. Coach Pedersen coming out in this one against Sioux Falls West. We talked about it yesterday over the phone. It's a team that got the better of you guys 8-0 earlier on in the season. Saw some improvements out here on the ice today, and unfortunately, once again, doesn't go your way. But 8-4, there's still some things to talk about with a young team that's continuing to grow.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks for having me. I appreciate being here. We played well. We've improved on what we do. You know, Sioux Falls, you got to give them credit. They got a lot of guys, a lot of numbers. I'm sure their upperclassmen are higher than ours. They plug the boards really well. They move the puck. They talk. They play as a unit. And for us to come out and stay in the game and be right there with them is really something to be said about our team and their heart and their grit. And they just keep coming.
You know, we've talked in previous conversations that you've always told me you have 2 very good goalkeepers, 2 very good goalies, 2 of the best in the state on it, to be honest. Luke Moeller got into a bit of a trouble spot in the second period. You make that switch to Keenan Wagner, but I think up until that spot of trouble with Luke Moeller, he had a great start to the game, so we'll start there and then get into Wagner.
Yeah, he did. He was not taken out because he wasn't doing his job. He just got to get a little momentum swing, a little change up of things. That's the only reason, and he knows that. So he's a team player. He's whatever he needs to do for the team, and he's more than happy to come out and let Keenan kind of get this train back on the track.
And Keenan went out there. 2 goals went in after Wagner got out there. Steadied the ship a little bit. It was 2-2 actually after that point, or 3-2, excuse me, after that point. So good showing out there from Wagner in between the pipes in the second half of this game. Talk about him because as we've talked previously over the phone and in interviews, he missed the chunk of this season early on after an injury he suffered in football.
Yeah, he went out for football his senior year, and coach loved him, thought he was a great football player, and ended up tearing a pectoralis muscle in his chest, and he was recovering from that, and then he went and had appendicitis and had that taken out. So he really hadn't played goalie in 10 months. and he came to practice and he worked hard and he's got back into game form, and he's been a goalie for me since he's been 5 years old. And he's a staple of Yankton hockey and what we've been through and what we've built, and he keeps showing it.
You know, let's turn our attention now to the attacking front. As you mentioned everything with Keenan Wagner there, he's quite a warrior. You got to be a warrior to play hockey. You put your body on the line no matter what position you play. Let's turn our attention to the attacking front, though. 4 goals today, all coming from different players. Kylan O'Connor in the first, Jack Pedersen in the second, and then Jason Ladwig and Tucker Rankin getting a couple more goals in the third. Talk about that attacking output, as you guys were able to put 30 shots on net today against the Sioux Falls West team that was able to stifle the offense a little bit earlier in the year.
Yeah, that's outstanding. I think we're the lowest shots in the state. And to come out here against a team that's currently sitting in 3rd position, and with what they know how to do, and to get 30 shots on net is fantastic. It just shows that we're growing. We're going to take this to the end of the season, and every day we show up, work hard, and they're buying into what they're doing. They're getting used to the line mates more and more. They're starting to talk. They're just feeling it, and they're just starting to connect.
Yeah, that connection is very important down the stretch and for the future for a young team as well. But we keep saying for the future. That doesn't mean that this season is over by any means. You still are in that running for a top 8 spot. Currently, that 8th position is held by Watertown. Top 8 teams make the playoffs, and you got a big matchup with them tomorrow afternoon. Quick turnaround going up the I-29 to Watertown. What are you expecting tomorrow from that game?
Oh, it's going to be a battle. We did beat them this year. We pulled it off. And I was pleasantly surprised that we had done that. They're a beatable team, and if we put our minds to it and we show up to play, and everybody does their job and they on task, next task, keep everything in front of you, control the controllables, and just go have fun and get some grit and go. So it's going to be a battle. I know it's not going to be easy, but I think we're up for the job and they know it.
Last question here isn't even really a question to end this interview, but I do want to just thank you and the Yankton Area Ice Association for giving us the opportunity to broadcast these games. Thank you for talking to me yesterday as a pregame interview, and for coming up in this postgame here. It was a lot of fun to see the product you guys put on the ice, and I can see why it's growing in popularity. Feels like by the day in the Yankton community. Yeah, more and more accepted, more and more people coming to the games that have never been to hockey. The community is starting to understand it. And it's been a long 20 years in the making, and it's been a time warp. It seems like forever, and at the same time, it's a blink of an eye. And if I could, real quick, I need hats off to my assistant coaches. Coach Ryan Anthony out of Winnipeg, Canada, came to us a couple years ago. He's a defenseman. He works with our defense a lot. The kids love him. They relate to him. He makes it fun for everybody, and they listen to everything he does. We also got Andrew Tonsolin in town. He's from Buffalo, New York. Has some goalie experience past the high school level. So we got him as our goalie coach in the mornings now. Goalies get 20 minutes of personal training every morning, but they've never gotten. And Chad Rankin, he runs the lines for me for the forward, so I can watch the game, take notes, see what's going on. And he handles that so great. He's our stat guy. He's irreplaceable. And finally, Skip Moeller, who is our cinematographer. He's got cameras all over this place. He highlights things. He runs through the stuff, and we're learning so much from our film this year because of him. And without these 4 guys with me, we're not doing what we're doing. Without them, we couldn't do it. So hats off to them. And a real quick shout out to my brother Doug in Florida, my brother Kevin in Colorado, and my brother Jeff in Minnesota. Hey guys, thanks for watching. You got to give shouts out to everybody. It was a lot of fun being able to come and cover this team today. It was a lot of fun to get to work with Dave Spencer as my color commentator. Thank you for obviously coming up to talk to us. Thank you for putting a great product out on the ice. And we'll be out here, I think, one more time this year. I think we're looking at the regular season finale. We'll be broadcast over KYNTV as well. Great. And Dave Spencer here, he's the reason we got hockey in Yankton. It's because of him. He masterminded everything. He worked his butt off. He made phone calls. He worked deals. We're here today because Dave Spencer was here and made all this happen. Hats off to him. I do want to say good catch. We're not on radio, so we could have gotten away with it, but it's best to keep our public image the way it is. So thank you for catching yourself there, Coach. And thank you once again for coming up to talk to me. Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this too. You have a great rest of your day, and we'll go to a break here on the Yankton Rexall post-game wrap. When we return, we'll wrap everything up here from the Yankton Ice Arena. For Coach Terry Pedersen, I am Brayden Butler. Back in a couple minutes, we'll wrap things up.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411.
Slips and falls on the ice and injuries from shoveling are the leading reasons for emergency room visits during the winter months. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. You don't need to suffer after an injury or fall. Chiropractic is the healing art that allows the doctors to practice a drug-free, hands-on approach to creating and sustaining wellness. We offer conservative treatments aimed at addressing the problem and not covering up the symptoms. Visit us at firstchiropracticcenter.com, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Medicare coverage is not a one-size-fits-all coverage. Do you like to travel? Are you wanting to spend your winters down south? Or just spend some time with your grandkids? Make sure you choose a plan that fits your needs and will travel with you. Visit Julie at Missouri River Associates to review your upcoming Medicare or your current needs. That's Julie at Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT&RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
Are you concerned about macular degeneration and the impact it can have on your eyesight? Vision Care Associates is proud to offer new technology that can help diagnose and manage macular degeneration earlier and more effectively than before. With cutting-edge equipment and the expertise of Dr. Fieser, Dr. DeYoung, and Dr. Slowey, we're dedicated to providing you with the best possible care. Call today and see the difference.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
You feel awful. Stuffy nose, then runny nose. Sniffles too. You don't know what to take to make yourself feel better. At Yankton Rexall, when you feel under the weather, we want to help. But there are a lot of over-the-counter choices. Some may even interfere with the daily medications you're taking. The Yankton Rexall staff is there to help you make the best choice for your health. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923.
Swoosh! Nothing but net. Nothing is better than being in the zone on the court or the roads with a brand new car, truck, or SUV from Lewis & Clark Ford Lincoln. Take advantage of the buzzer beater deals going on all month at Lewis & Clark Ford today. He shoots, he scores. That could be you. Get that feeling at Lewis & Clark Ford, a proud sponsor of Yankton High School athletics.
Brayden Butler here on the Yankton Rexall post-game wrap. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923, joined by Dave Spencer. Dave, I jumped the gun a little bit. I thanked you before we got back on air for this final time, but I do want to thank you in front of everybody as well for your help today. We've had a couple talks beforehand. You've taught me a little bit about the game of hockey as well, and it's been a fun experience up here with you today.
Well, hats off to the Riverfront Broadcasting Group, and you guys have had a long day, a long weekend. You guys have done a lot of games, and I think a lot of people really appreciate what you do and the quality and bringing that out. And I hear a lot of people say, I'm watching it from wherever. And I know that happened tonight. I know the Yankton Ice Group got this word out, and they are thrilled to have you. And like Terry said, it's been a long time coming. It's a club sport, and sometimes it doesn't get the recognition that the high school kids sanctioned sports do. But I don't need to talk about it. But this varsity squad, they practice at 6 o'clock every morning. Every morning they're out here busting their hump, and so
you got to be dedicated to do this. You got to put in those hours.
Yeah, they put the hours in as any other varsity sport out there, and And they're obviously accepted by their classmates and teammates and everybody at school, but just the raise the level of awareness of hockey in the state of South Dakota. And, we haven't had it here all that long in Yankton, and for quite a while, people didn't think we needed it. But you ask any of these players and their families, they need this sport. So it's here to be there. And so it'll be fun to have future coverage. And I know you're planning on another game later, and hopefully I can join you for that one, and we'll have some fun and see if we can get these Bucks off the right way and see if they can make the state tournament.
Indeed, we will be covering one more game later this year. I believe it is February 25th against Mitchell. Do got a couple things to run down here in the post game, and you can input anything you want in this, Dave, as well as we were together throughout all of this. We'll start with your final stats recap brought to you by Mayor Signs. If it's time to review the look of your business's signage, let Mayor Signs help. They're out on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. 4 goals for the Bucks today. Kylan O'Connor had one in the first period. Second period, Jack Pedersen was able to score in a great goal. Jason Ladwig in the third, and Tucker Rankin in the third as well. Jack Pedersen was able to nab an assist. Easton Velick with an assist, as well as Tucker Rankin. Kylan O'Connor got an assist, as well as Connor Paraxlis. Great offensive showcase from Yankton today, getting those 4 goals, getting 30 shots on goal as well. It's a very, very good defensive team. Looking at Sioux Falls West, they did have 8 goals in this one. Jackson Henry got the scoring started, and then it was a barrage in the second period, which you don't want to play that. Well, if you take away one period of the game, this and this happened. There's a reason you play all 3 periods. But Keegan Clancy got 2 in the second. Nathan Rankin got 1 in the second. Nathan Rankin got 2 in the second as well. And then Alex Chan got 1 as well. Hudson Bergeson and Carson Sarahan ended the scoring in the third for Sioux Falls West. That's your stat recap brought to you by Mayor Signs. Let's go to your top-notch hustler of the game, brought to you by Top Notch Cleaners for the area's best window cleaning service. Contact Top Notch Glass Cleaning. Call them at 605-760-4664 or go online to YanktonWindowCleaning.com. And you can provide your input on this as well, Dave, but I thought Easton Velick did a great job hustling when he was out there on the floor today. Put his body on the line multiple times, was out there. We talked about him as well as Tucker Rankin, taking some hits and staying tough and still hustling out there on the floor. So if you have anyone else you want to give a shout-out to for that, but I think Easton Velick did a great job tonight getting all over the floor.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. He plays a defensive spot back there. Brayden doesn't get a lot of glory back there as a defenseman, but again, if you don't play defense in this game, you're gonna end up with a short end real quick. And so, very important position out there. And he was heads up, and I loved his play right in front of us. I think it was in the third period where he was kind of hurting a little bit, and he was able to. He was going to come off the ice. That second period, he was going to come off the ice, and before he got off to the penalty box, he took one more shot and threw the puck into the zone, and then quickly went into the bench and recovered. But great hustle by Easton Velick. Nice player.
Let's go to your defensive player of the game, brought to you by Olson's Pest Technicians, your residential and commercial pest control solution. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. I think Keenan Wagner steadied the ship in that second period, and like Coach Pedersen said, I don't want to take anything away from Luke Moeller either. Just sometimes those shots are fine in the back of the net. You need to take a little change. I know Luke is very confident in himself, likely to see him again tomorrow against Watertown, and you keep both your goalies fresh for that matchup as well, and a big one. But I think Keenan Wagner was a steadying presence in between the pipes once he got in the second period.
Yeah, particularly coming in the middle of the period. You know, you have no time to warm up. I mean, you have not played the game at all. You haven't done anything since warm-ups before they cleaned the ice off between the last cleanup period before the start of the game. And for Keenan Wagner to come in there and did a really nice job and kept the Bucks close in this thing. And again, it will build momentum for both him and Luke Moeller too. They're both going to get their playing time, and it's a team sport. And I look forward to seeing what the results can be tomorrow for the Bucks as they head up to Watertown, take on the Lakers. And if they can get that win there, that really sets up a really nice finish potentially for the Bucks the rest of the season.
Let's go to your offensive player of the game, brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a hopeful smile in every aisle. This one's a little more difficult when you have this much offensive output. I think Jack Pedersen was a difference maker on the attack, though, getting into those weak areas of the defense. Ended up getting 1 goal. Could have had more, had one that was disallowed, had a couple more opportunities that just hit off the bars, off the post. So I think he's more than deserving of offensive player of the game.
Yeah, I would agree. Jack did a great job. But maybe a shout out to Jay Solacek as well. He did a nice job. He got some assists and was ringing around the neck and he's on that second line. But Jack had more than one opportunity to get that net goal. Like you said, they took one away, and it's probably the right call. But his offensive presence, and again, the quick shot that he has, he's just a very headsy player and takes advantage of his opportunities.
We will mention Jay Sidlachik as part of our Move of the Game, brought to you by Mason Schramm and the Move Group. Buying or selling, move with Mason and the Move Group. That play where he linked up with Connor Paraxlis, as you mentioned, where he wrapped around the goal, played it back in front of net, and then Sidlachik was able to put it away. It was a great two-man game between the two of them, and it really set them up for success there in that third period.
Yeah, hats off to both those players. Very unselfish play by Paraxlis as well, and those two worked very well. Glad to see that for those guys developing on that line.
Let's go to your goalie saves in this game are brought to you by H&R Block. They're opening year-round, providing bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. Call 665-3366. 8 goals allowed, but that means 52 total saves for the Yankton Bucks between Keenan Wagner and Luke Moeller. As the 60 shots were on target today from the Sioux Falls Flyers. Like I said, the scoreboard may not have flattered you in the end, but once you look into those stats, you realize how good a day in net it was for both those guys, making a lot of saves. And those saves and those blocks are brought to you by H&R Block.
Yeah, those guys did a great job. I mean, Sioux Falls came in hot and heavy, particularly after that first period. It was 1-1, and they put in a second gear there. I think their coaches in the break and the intermission said, you can't take these guys lightly. You can't take anybody lightly in this game. I mean, there was a group called the Russians that didn't think the USA would beat them in 1980, okay?
And that's why we're here.
And that didn't go so well for the world champs at the time there. So don't tell me we can't win this thing. So, but Sioux Falls West did a great job of getting after it in the second period, and that really provided to be the difference. But I think Yankton's got some good things to build upon, and again, they can take the good things from this one and forget about the rest of it and win tomorrow. That'd be huge weekend for the Bucks.
Win tomorrow gets us into our schedule preview, brought to you by Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance. They've been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, they'll help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Watertown tomorrow on February 11th, and then it's just a couple more weekends before the end of the regular season. February 16th at home against Sioux Center, and then on the road on the 17th and 18th, back-to-back games against Oahe out in Pierre. And then Friday, February 23rd, back on the road against Sioux Falls East, and then they wrap it up Sunday, February 25th at home against Mitchell, which we should have coverage of that right here on KYNTV.
That'd be fun, and if that game could mean something for the Bucks, there'd be a lot to play for there. I mean, they've got a chance against Sioux Center, they got a chance against Watertown, they've got that chance against Mitchell, and Sioux Falls East, they played them pretty tough, one goal loss earlier in the year. So, in Oahe, you never know what happens out there. So if they can build on some momentum here, take it towards the end of the season, see if they can get that top 8 spot somewhere.
Should be a lot of fun down the stretch here for Yankton Bucks hockey. Dave, I want to thank you once again for taking time and being up here with us for this one. It was a lot of fun broadcasting the game with you, and I hope we did Yankton hockey justice, because these guys put a great product out there on the ice.
Oh, I think you did, and it's been a real pleasure. And again, thanks for the opportunity, and speaking for the behalf of the association, just the exposure and promoting this sport and recognizing the people that put the effort in to get it done, players, parents, volunteers. Yeah, that's what it's all. There's no paid people down here at the ice rink right now. Terry's the highest paid employee, and that pay is zero. So there's a lot of heart of volunteers that go into making this all happen, and zamboning the ice and cleaning the stands and running the concession stand, and putting the team practice together. And it's a big operation, and it takes a lot of work. And hats off to everybody to make it work.
I always know there's a lot of passion in the Yankton community, and hockey is something that we're really getting passionate around here in the area. Thank you again for joining me, and it was a lot of fun, and thank you everybody to listening at home. We do got to wrap up here. It is about 10:30 p.m. as we're talking. One of us up in this booth has to run church tomorrow morning on KYNT. It might be me, so it's going to be an early morning for me as well, but luckily the powers that be gave me Monday off. So thank you for that. Thank you all for listening on KYNTV. I do want to thank a couple last Sportscaster Club members. Don't want to forget about the Fox Stop for all your daily convenience and fuel needs. Make a stop at the Fox Stop. Buell's Cleaners for rugs, uniforms, linens, and other cleaning services. Go to Buell's in downtown Yankton. And Explorers Credit Union. Watch the Coaches Show on Saturday morning, sponsored by Explorers Credit Union. Explorers Credit Union is here to help with a vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com.
You got a Super Bowl pick for me?
Oh, I've been going back and forth. I think the 49ers win it close, and that might be partially biased by me being from Iowa and Brock Purdy being an Iowa State quarterback, and also there's a bit of a USD Coyote connection there, as well as their head athletic trainer is a former Yote.
I read that today.
But there's one on the Chiefs as well with Jack Cochran playing there, so I can't really pull the Yote card, but I digress. Bryce's money is on Taylor Swift. Big thank you to Bryce Ladwig, our camera operator and KYNT sports director. None of this would have been possible without him. Quite literally set all this up and then ran the camera as well for all your viewing pleasure on KYNTV. For Dave Spencer, one final time, my color commentator, thank you again for joining me. I have been Brayden Butler, and this has been Yankton Bucks Hockey on KYNTV. Until next time, stay safe, be good people, and you have a good night, everybody. It's going to be morning very soon.